I just don't see Sean's character on the screen. Or
Yeah. A couple of you need to jump back into Fantasy Grounds.
I wasn't sure when to join and so like that and stuff when it was up. So.
Oh, yeah, it's
I'm
working now.
it's starting now and so like that. So I'll be.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. So, yeah, my internet seems to be working much better now that I've reset everything and just restarted my computer. So hopefully it'll be good. Oh, and back to your question, Andre. Technically, you're right. You can use long rest as long as you have at least an hour, but it's very vague, and I feel like something needs to happen in between rests. Otherwise, it's just like because it says at least an hour long. So if nothing interrupts your rest, it's just one rest.
That's fine. I assumed as much, but so I'm not. I won't be quite full.
Okay. That said, if you want to explore like a room and then short rest again, yeah.
Go hang out with Gerald for a little bit.
Help him pick flowers.
Our dog what? Oh, okay. It must have been the pepperoni. Didn't agree with him. Get out of here, Rocket.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, okay.
It's almost nighttime out.
So you guys rest. Does anything interrupt you? Let's find out.
But we gotta turn the light off.
A meteor strike from above.
I'm almost being sleepy.
Well, maybe yes, but
Ooh, Queen's definitely dead now.
Still in here, we're still playing.
All right. So let me apply rest. Hold on one second. Oh. Oh. Okay. Sorry. All right. So apply the rest. So Gerald is picking flowers. How much can he pick? He's immune to the soporifics, so he gains. Okay, so he'll bring these back to the party. Where do you want these? I'll just give them to you. Here you go. Poof.
Sure.
No items assigned for distribution to the party. What?
You spelled their name wrong.
Oh. Thank you. What's happening here? He comes back with several pounds of plants.
Doop, doop, doop.
basically opium.
And yeah, nothing interrupts you guys. In the morning, you will
My exhaustion goes away.
Nice.
look at that. I changed the lighting to dawn. Does anything for you guys? Yeah, I guess so.
I'm allowed to. Yeah.
It also
The shadows are all different.
Oh, it moves the shadows to a different part of the sky. That's neat.
Yeah.
The east. It's cool.
So,
I can use a hit die, right?
you can if you use a medicine check, or you don't have to do the medicine check. But you have to use the healer kit charge.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we think it's worth it? I'm pretty pathetic. I think it's. Yeah, I've got healer kit charges.
Someone want a medicine?
Donovan, help me, please.
Save me, Obi Don Quinn. You're my only hope.
No, we'll help you with it.
Vince, yeah, come on. 18, so 2. Don't roll. Yes, thank you.
1.
I did. That's what I rolled. Yeah, the last one. Rolled a 1. That's much better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to Mage Armor, so just take.
Who has my other experimental elixir? Because it has gone bad.
Oh, okay. I think that's the one you gave me, the one that secretively would have cast light on me. Is that the one?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay. There was one that you handed to me that will cast light on me or something like that.
That is, I'm not sure. I'm sure that's, I think that might be just a regular one.
Superior healing with light spell.
Oh, that's
Correct.
from the potion making thing in the temple.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
fine.
right. Okay.
Would
So
you
if I
like?
use it, it'll light me up.
Would you like the cloak back, Andre?
Depends if you think we're gonna run into more spiders or not.
I don't think so. Hopefully not. I think we probably cleared him out.
I wouldn't mind.
Sure.
Thanks for taking care of it, though.
Yeah.
It was a potion of attract spiders? Am I right?
He's in the party sheet. The effect is not.
So it is the 4th of Myrtle. You guys awaken. There is. Oh, what's the weather going to be today? Let's find out. The rain continues through the night from
2 versus disease is
no,
gone now.
yeah, any plant-based bonuses are going to be gone. The temperature is normal for the season, so not exceptionally hot or cold. It is a heavy rain day, so as you guys awaken, the sound of thunder.
The sound of thunder.
The sound of thunder.
Oh wow!
Begins.
What'd you do, Aelin?
Yeah, that only lasts 8 hours, not me.
We rain dance too long.
I was kind of out of it. Maybe I did it wrong.
And make sure you guys. So you won't need insect repellent today. Make sure you guys mark off food from yesterday if you haven't. I think you already did at the beginning of the travel day. Actually, or did you not? I can't remember. But
We usually do.
yeah, I think you already did. So for today, though, unless you end up traveling today, which you might be able to afford something. But
yeah.
Anyways, you wake up to the sound of thunder, rain pounding down around the dome, dripping into the dome and creating pools of water. The sound of birds is kind of muted a bit, but not gone completely. And the incessant buzzing insects that are always around seem to be a welcome reprieve this morning as you emerge from your spider dome.
All right, let's go see if Gerald uncovered anything interesting.
Spider dome. Into the spider dome.
Flower now.
Does whatever a spider dome.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe heading up this way.
Yeah, point me in the direction of things I need to get eaten by. Are we going down into the weird?
Yeah, hopefully it'll be. It should have been hopefully picked clean.
Oh yeah.
Basically, told Gerald to
Yeah.
just pick it all and.
Yeah, Gerald has picked all of the flowers that were blooming down there. Brought back
I will.
pounds of petals in his bag.
I think I will still hold my breath and head down, see what I see.
Watch out! That last step down there is a real killer.
Yeah. Between the heavy rain and the picked petals, the pack of pickled petals,
Pickle petals.
there doesn't seem to be any lingering spores in the air right now.
Alright, I'd like to take a good look around then. See if he uncovered anything that we missed earlier.
Make an investigatory check.
Investigation.
I will help with that.
It's too late. You're old. 22. You find nothing really out of the ordinary. Just
Alright.
picked petals and overgrowth. I mean, there's still plenty of vines and like other foliage down here, but yeah.
Okay. You guys want to go first?
Sure.
Then maybe you can like help. Like if I don't know if there's enough room to help everyone else. Jump.
Yeah, I'll bring up the rear.
So can we skirt that, or do we have to jump?
There's enough room on the ledge that you can just kind of like skirt around and get off to the sides there. Yeah.
Okay. If there's no check or anything, we can just make it.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Okay. Cool.
It's the landing that's hard.
It's okay, I'll
Yeah.
just tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll. You're fine.
Hi, Amanda.
What
Oh,
do we got in these corners?
fish.
Beige.
Thank you. Thank you. There's bones? Oh no. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Amanda.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
'Cause I want
What do you want some fish, Rocket? Well, you can't have any.
Especially bones.
Human fish.
Human fish.
Yeah, this
All
terrace is let me open this. Let me open this up for you so you can see down there. Let me open this too.
I want to send Gerald ahead of me.
Terrace.
Last time something tried to eat me.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I got grappled by a vine,
Big
so,
vine.
so I'm gonna be looking up and everywhere, and like I'm not getting fucking snatched again.
I'm walking over here by Jonah so that there's somebody near Jonah.
Oh, good point. Buddy system.
Buddy system.
While we're down here.
Smart.
Ooh.
Okay, so
I want to send Gerald this like down to the next terrace. Yeah, he's gonna like go ahead.
To the terrace.
Oh my god, where's Blackwind going?
on the other side of the tree.
Oh, you didn't tell anybody.
Oh God.
He's gone rogue. I'm going to check on Blackwind. That's my purpose.
My purpose.
Lord.
Or my intention. I'm doing it of
Good.
my own. I'm doing it of my own free will, and I'm not being coerced into it.
Was there anything of note? This is where that fungi was.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to search this northern terrace, you guys can
Yes,
certainly do that.
please.
A thorough search will take about 10 minutes or so. To thoroughly search through all the deep foliage and other things.
We got time. It's morning. We got all day.
Good
All
way to
day long.
stretch. You don't want to go in to bed
Bye, Rocket.
with was called muscles. Pull a leg muscle. Who's
I mean, I'm definitely.
I would probably say that there's at least one person helping you. Out of everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Okay.
stones
Donnaquin's right
around.
there. Maybe Donnaquin's helping you.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking around the tree itself, but
Like, find a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
roll call.
Stop it. What's wrong with you? Apparently, I like 15s.
Let's find out what you discover.
If anything.
Yes.
Searching around the terrace, the northern part of this terrace, you don't come across anything too crazy. There are some moldering bones of various animals and things in the undergrowth, but nothing that really stands out until you discover a small flower, and upon
Ooh.
closer inspection,
Damn it.
This is all Donnaquin's help.
it unfolds.
He's so cute. He just came barreling into the room.
Don't get any fish. Get out of here. He's like, give me fish now. In a small flower, you see it kind of uncurls, and sitting in the center is a small figure with a white mask. A chewinga. It looks up at you and rings out bells.
I don't trust it.
I always trust him.
I've never seen them inside a flower before.
He was sleeping. It's morning. Has Donnaquin had any experience with Chwingas so far? I would point it out and ask. All right, I would explain that they are little forest spirits, and these old Omuan coins we've gotten, they like to trade them for buffs and spells and effects and all sorts of. Sometimes they make you climb faster or travel faster, or one time they gave us little feather charms that made us fall slowly, or food. We had a feast one time from them. So yeah, they like to trade the coins for really cute stuff. They're the best.
It's true. They are the best, and they're cute, and they're little, and they're little sprites made of like black shadow with white masks with weird symbols on them instead of faces. And it will offer you, in exchange for your coins, services, perhaps. Who wants to negotiate the services with this creature?
Who found it?
Well, Archie did, technically.
Sounds like Archie wants to.
I hope it's not a nature roll.
No, it's not. It's
yeah, I'll just like hold up a coin and just be like, eh?
it takes
See
it and
if he
disappears.
offers
No, what?
God damn it, Archie.
Agents.
As it's going away, it stops to turn around, flick you off.
It just jumps off the side, double.
Everything in this garden is an
Make sure to
asshole.
make eye contact.
I was so happy to find
Roll a d4. See what this guy can do.
a D4. Pew.
3. Roll a d3. Or d6. Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Custom die.
It's just faster to roll d6.
D3.
Sure. Okay, roll a d4. It will
Pick up
offer
the
you
die.
the following service.
Pew. Damn it.
A 1. It is willing to offer you, for the low price of 5 coins. You've seen this before. It is giving you a travel boon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
For 5 coins, You would gain advantage to survival checks for navigation, forging, or tracking, and for randomized determination of days. You can travel at a fast pace with 0 penalties, or at a slow pace without losing time.
And so the speed is the whole group, but the bonus to the rolls is just me. Is that how it works?
Well, it's whoever wants to
Or
pay
whoever,
for it.
whoever pays it.
It
Yeah.
gives you that bonus to a randomized amount of checks for, and then a randomized amount of days you can travel that it lasts for.
Okay.
And
And that was
that's 5 coins to get that boon. But it has more as well. If anybody doesn't want that one, you can roll another D3 or D6.
D6.
Be quiet. You're not getting fish. Okay. Roll a D10.
D10. Pew.
Ooh. I don't think it's offered you guys this before. Yeah, you guys haven't seen this one before. So it shows you a little image of the Chwinga. Basically, it seems to be sitting down and kind of like meditating and rolling all sorts of like little like twigs and stuff that are tied into various like little charms onto the ground and reading them for something. And then it kind of shows up like a happy or a sad face.
Like a portent of some sort. Like they're reading the runes for happy or bad, sad outcomes.
And that will cost 2 coins to do that. If you wanted, you guys could make an insight check to determine exactly what that would be. I would say, yeah, an insight check. If you're proficient in, or religion check, one or the other, you could.
I can do that.
They're the same for me.
Oh shit, that's in the tower, right?
It doesn't matter.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry.
No, okay. Baz, Donaquin, and Aelin, you figure it all out. Yeah, you guys all. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. It looks like it's willing to cast the Augury spell for you for 2 coins. And then it knows it offers you one other option. So roll me a D3.
Yeah, I think it can cast the Augury spell for us. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Okay. Roll a D4.
That's amazing. Did that roll?
No. Goes.
There we go. That was very strange.
So this one will cost 15 coins.
Oh.
And it shows you what looks to be it looks like a jaguar made of like shimmering green light, that kind of appears beside it, and then it says 15 coins. Donaquin, you don't even have to roll for this, because you know what it's saying.
Steed.
Or some sort, just as like some sort of summon, like a helper. Donaquin's good at that stuff, so that would make sense.
Summon planar ally.
That's kind of his bread or butter. Or just bread and butter.
A life-size jaguar made of emerald.
Or
seems
Jell-O.
like a good trade-off. 15
Or
points.
Jello. I don't know which one I would go for. Honestly,
Jello wouldn't keep
that's Sophie's choice.
Yeah, but imagine how delicious it would be for those brief moments.
Oh yeah.
But it's just plankton.
Baz could make Jello. You'd have to get some like bone stuff for gelatin. You'd boil bones to or whatever.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was trying to find the stupid thing.
One food Archie knows.
Don't you have to refrigerate it?
Use it to
Reload.
refrigerate the mixture to gelatinize it.
I think you can also cook it. I think that's instant jello.
You cook it to do the mixture, but then to solidify it, it's got to get cold.
I don't know. I don't know what old school actual bone gelatin does. I
So,
think it's all.
Gelatin?
Sorry.
as fascinating as this is, so it can summon. Basically, it will allow you to summon a bestial spirit that will stay with you for an indeterminate amount of time, or until slain, and travel with you and fight by your side as you command it to. That costs 15. Summon a spectral bestial jaguar spirit.
Sounds kind of enticing.
It's pretty cool.
My buddy. But it doesn't last forever, technically.
It doesn't last forever. It lasts until slain or an indeterminate amount of time. Unfortunately,
Some amount of time.
a lot of the Chwinga charms and boons are randomized on how long they last, so you might get lucky in that regard. But
all right, so the Augury.
long enough to be useful, but not too long to be permanent.
Okay. I would like to do the Augury spell for 2. And I'm guessing, does it cast immediately? I don't know. You can, because it's technically the spell is like ask a question and get the thing right away when you cast it. So I don't know.
Yeah, it can cast Augury for you for 2 coins. Well, it takes a minute to cast, but yeah, it can do that if you'd like it to.
Yeah. And what I want to ask is, if we continue searching the rest of this terrace, is there anything of interest to find? Anything of interest of value? Like you know what I'm. Do I need to?
Augury doesn't work like that.
What? It's a course of action.
The way Augury, yeah, but you can't ask it, will we find something good? Basically, you can say, the course of action is we want to continue searching this place, and then it'll tell you wheel or woe, or both. You can't ask it, will I find something good? That's not that kind of question. It's, if I take this action, will it be wheel, woe, or a combination of it? You have to specify an action only, not an outcome. Just the action.
All right.
You could say, the action of searching this terrace for something useful.
I think it's also like within the next half hour, isn't it usually?
It's within the next 30 minutes. Which is why I'm asking about this.
Yeah, so if you can ask it, the specific course of action you plan to take in the next 30 minutes is to thoroughly search this terrace. That's what
something useful.
Yeah, but you can't ask for something useful because the spell doesn't.
I'm searching for something.
Right, but the answer will. Yeah, but you're searching. The action is searching. What you're looking for is irrelevant. The action is searching the terrace. The intent behind the action isn't important to the spell. It's just the action, the course of action you're doing. Searching the terrace is the course of action. Whether you're looking for foes or something good, that's irrelevant. The action is searching the terrace. Like the intended outcome is not important to the spell. It's simply, if I do this, is it going to be wheel? So if you get wheel, you could assume that searching the terrace would find you something useful, right? If you get woe, you're probably going to be in danger.
Or it's just nothing attacks.
Or both.
Yeah,
right.
Wheel means you find something, whether or not it's something that you want.
Exactly. The spell doesn't know. Like it's. You know what I mean? Well, it knows to the fact that wheel means it's a good outcome, woe means it's bad, both means both will happen, or nothing means nothing really exceptional will happen.
My confusion is that for something to be good or bad, the intent has to be there to know if it's good or bad.
No, because some things are objectively good or bad. Something attacking you is bad. Doesn't matter what your intent is. Finding something of value is good. Doesn't matter what your intent is.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, good to you might be a powerful magical artifact, thousands of gold pieces. It doesn't care. Finding a gold piece is a good outcome according to the spell. Anything that benefits you is good. There's no degrees of success or failure with Augury. It's anything substantially good, right? Especially good is wheel. Anything especially bad is woe. Both combined is both. And if nothing exceptionally good or bad happens, it gives you nothing.
This is also a first level spell, so you have to remember too.
Second level,
Sure.
actually.
It's not going to be super
The second level.
or
I
second level.
assumed the limitation was always based on the amount of time it has to be like immediate. That's
Yeah,
what I know.
well, it also has to be within the next 30 minutes.
Bye.
Wait, go ahead now.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Welcome to divination magic.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to divination magic.
Augury is a very limited spell.
Yeah, it is.
Fine.
So, yeah, so if you cast it and say, the course of
Yeah.
action I'm going to take is to search this terrace in the next 30 minutes. Is that what you want to do?
Yep. That's
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, let me tell you the answer. I don't know the answer yet. Hold on.
Corey needs to roll to see if there's anything here. Good or
Okay.
bad?
The augury spell completes, and the Chwinga shows you a happy face. There is something useful.
Yay!
Something
thanks,
good will
Corey.
occur if you search this, and it doesn't give you any woe, so there doesn't seem to be any danger.
Yeah, but aren't Chwingas like kind of tricksters?
No,
Maybe it's opposite.
why would? I guess we'll find out.
Maybe he's
This-
talking
this-
about himself.
I'm the good
I'm gonna
thing.
get out of here.
Good for me, because I'm gonna feast on your corpses.
Cool. I'm sure you
Also-
saw Sean's message.
Nope.
Okay, he said he's gonna put Aiden to sleep, but he'll be back. But he would want to purchase the summon, the jasper, the green bestial spirit. is
The
what
Jello.
Donna- The Jello.
Ooh, cool. Okay.
Gel leopard.
But we can wait, and maybe he'll come
Yeah.
back. And wait to roll it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's up to you. We can roll it. I just
Anybody else?
I will buy the travel boon.
We'll buy the travel boon. Okay.
Thanks,
So
buddy.
that costs 5.
And the travel boon starts like
Immediately.
from when you buy it,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, it's
And
not
it-
something you activate. It happens immediately.
So yeah, that doesn't make sense to buy multiple of that.
not unless
Well,
multiple
individual people get
want
benefits from
to-
it
It was advantage on the survival rolls. Is that
for
correct?
foraging and scouting.
Oh.
And
Foraging,
navigating.
scouting, and navigating.
Actually,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the whole group gets the fast travel.
Yeah, the
from
fast
it.
travel is group wide. The rest is an
Yeah.
individual
Yeah.
boon.
So if you don't think you're going to be doing any of those survival rolls, then you don't need to.
I was thinking that I might take a break from defending and try foraging for food. We're
Sure.
getting a little bit low, and I'd like a bit of a buffer.
Sure.
So yeah,
You
I'll
could do that.
I'll
if
buy
you want.
that as well.
Okay.
Okay,
I've
so-
got quite a bit of OMP.
So, so Aelin bought the boon, right?
Aelin and Baz are buying the boon.
Okay. Aelin, you gain, so you'll have advantage your next 4 checks. And your travel speed boon will last for 3 days of travel starting today.
So to be clear, it will expire on the 7th or the one. or on the si-
It'll expire technically
It'll
the
last
morning
through the
morning
6th.
of the 8th, yeah. Right? Oh wait, no, what day is
Well,
it?
no.
It's the 4th.
It's the 4th.
4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, it'll
Morning
expire
of
the
the
morning
10th.
of the 7th, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it starts today. It doesn't start tomorrow. Yeah. And Baz, yours will be on the next 3 checks. And yours will last. It doesn't really matter because Aelin got the maximum. Yours, Matt, lasts a day. Because it does matter, because if Aelin dies. So yours is... Apparently it took a lot out of it to do it twice, because the second one was weaker.
Hey.
It's fine.
Does the advantage persist longer than the boon if you don't do those 4 checks? Or does
Is it just your
also
next
expire?
4 checks?
It-
So if you
it's-
like,
It's your next 4 checks until the boon expires in 3 days.
So that does affect Baz as well because he only has 1 day of the advantage on those checks.
that's kind of weird.
Oh. No. Sorry, no. My mistake. The checks are separate. It's the next
On the
4
speed.
or the next...
No matter what.
Yeah, but the travel is days. Yeah.
The speed,
Okay.
yeah. So it's not the whole thing that's falling off after the day. It's just
the
speed.
travel speed, yeah.
Yeah,
So the
it's
next
like
3
two
checks,
separate-
but it's always the next 3. You can't choose to use it. It's always the next 3 checks.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
Okay.
I've spent a total of 20 OMP.
You have
I am at
20.
15.
You're at 15. Okay.
Az is now at 19,
Okay.
and Donaquin is now at 15 with his buying the spirit. He does all 15.
Is anybody else buying? Jonah or Blackwind?
I don't want to buy the same spirit thing. Just I don't.
Good.
You good? So you
And
guys are...
I'm effectively decent enough at survivaling.
That's true. You do all get that advantage.
I don't get the travel automatically.
Well, yeah, as long as one person has the travel, but the boon,
Yeah.
it's good.
Okay. So
Okay.
if you guys are done with these guys, or this guy, he will pocket all of your coinage and vanish back into the flower. Poof.
Where did they put all of that? Those things.
Yeah, he literally just grabs all these coins and just drops it in his pocket, like he's wearing pants. He pulls it out, and gone, and then literally dives into the flower and vanishes.
I love them so
Thanks,
much.
bud. Don't die.
They're literally the best thing about this entire place. It's a
The
good way to start the day.
We'll put the bestial spirit on.
Oh no.
Oh. What? That didn't work at all. I gave it 1 hit point. They didn't program this bestial spirit right. Okay, let me just do something here. So, Myrtle.
Don't sneeze on it. It'll die.
Players. So this is Aelin Travel Boon expires. And this is Baz.
But yeah, at the end of the day. No, at the morning. Yep.
Okay.
So fun. I love them so much.
I just have to put in. Sure, fortune. Why you gotta be like that? Really? That doesn't exist. Okay. Clear your initiative. Tiger. Technically, it's a spectral jaguar, but you're gonna use. There's no jaguar stat block, so I'm using the tiger stat block.
Sure. There's no panther?
Oh, there might be. Hold on.
What about a puma?
Are
More like a
they?
warthog.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
there is a panther.
I'm telling you, it's a real animal. You're making that up.
Oh man.
Oh, the panther's weaker.
Real puma.
What about leopard?
It does say it gets max hit points though, so 32 hit points, not bad. Panther, he's got keen smell, he's got pounce, he's got a bite and a claw. I'm going to add specifically, it says that the bestial spirit gets, if it's a land-based, it gets pack tactics. Has advantage when next to ally. Attacks. And it says, so yeah, the bestial spirit has its stat block, maximum hit points, so 24. It gains pack tactics, and it gains a multi-attack. The beast makes a number of attacks equal to half. Oh, okay. So I will add that. It can use bite or claw, but it's got multi-attack. Multi-attack has 2 attacks. Why? Panther. Why is it Panther 2? We'll call it
It's the better
Steel
Panther.
Spirit Jaguar. That work? Yeah. Oh, I gotta share that with Sean. So many steps. Why did I put this on the list?
But it's so perfect for him. It's so cool.
All right. Okay. And you guys have the highest total of coins is 20?
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
I'm so
Something bad's gonna
curious why that
happen.
matters. Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh, make sure you subtract those coins too if you haven't.
Yep.
I'm gonna send Gerald stomping ahead again, but I'm gonna investigate the next section of Terrace. Is
Excellent.
my intent.
This central
Okay.
section of Terrace has a single yakka beetle.
I eat it. I'm just kidding.
Delicious.
Let's see.
What's a yacha beetle?
It's not one of the big
yeah,
ones.
those. Yeah, it's those big ones that you can eat.
Oh,
That's
Taz!
just no. Oh.
Taz!
A
Big
creature that
beetle!
eats a raw or cooked yacha can immediately make a saving throw with advantage to remove mad monkey fever. It also feeds you for a day.
It was the jungle lobster.
Yeah, the stew.
Yep.
We're eating good tonight.
Yep.
Well,
You said there was
one person
one?
is.
Yeah, there's one. There's a single yacha beetle.
I'm picking it up, and I'm just gonna hold it.
Sure.
So I've got the plant, and I've got the beetle.
I like to imagine Bat just grabs it with his trunk and a practice motion just snaps its neck and sticks it in his backpack. What beetle?
This doesn't seem to be as yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else other than plants in the central section.
Then
Further down.
moving on down to the third one.
Searching the third terrace. Well, since you know there's something good here, you search
I was gonna
another
say,
10
I'm
minutes.
searching until I find.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Otherwise, I'd make you roll if you didn't roll high enough. But you know there's something here, so.
The beetle could have been it.
Could have been, but unlikely to be substantially good to get a wheel result from an augury. One yacha beetle, it's not exceptionally
That's enough
good.
to feed like 10 chewingas.
10
Or more. Chungas are pretty small.
Other than a kick in the nuts with frozen mucklet.
Well,
Here, you find what looks to be a rotted out, almost gone section of tent. The only thing left is some tent poles. The rest of it has been rotted away and eaten by various fungus and other things. There's also a bedroll in similarly rotted condition that just falls apart as you poke at it. But you do find, amidst the rapidly decomposing old campsite, you do find what looks to be some leftover things. There is a total of 140 gold pieces in a small, partially rotted wooden box.
sweet.
And what?
Where's that dog?
Calm
There's a
down.
fork.
Dog.
He's
Finish
warning
the
us.
story.
This little guy, I tell you.
How did that dog fit inside the tiny box?
I have now a corgi familiar.
There's also. Oh, is it gonna? Why? Do it! Okay, there we go. Ooh. You also find a translucent pale blue with green and golden mottling, an opal. Just by sight, Aelin,
I just handed it off to Aelin.
you know that this opal is worth, to the right buyer, 1,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
Oh, it's worthless.
1 million copper.
Make me a pretty piece of jewelry with it then. Because it's certainly pretty.
Oh, it's worthless. Oh, I was considering, trying out maybe like seeing if I could, grind up some gems to see if maybe I could have some application to, if it's worthless, you don't care, right?
Like an edible powder.
Yeah.
Like a glittery powder.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Ugh,
it's
you'd really
it's
have to
pretty,
grind it.
though.
It's poisonous.
Oh, nope, sorry. Ow, oh no, I'm dying. Ah.
You don't want to eat
Strong to grind. Can't do it.
I'll protect you guys from it.
Let me carry this bird. Yep.
That's so exciting.
No. Yeah, holy shit. This opal's probably worth a lot if you could find someone to buy it.
Nice.
If only we knew some princes of merchants that might.
That would hopefully. Yeah, that's woohoo.
We don't need no stick and
Did
ship
Did I say
anymore, 'cause we
140?
have
I meant
a
138
full-
gold pieces you found.
Because that divides by 6.
Wasn't 144, huh?
No, sorry. I rounded down.
We have our own boat. We have 1,000 gold pieces worth of gems, maybe.
Yeah, I wasn't around for the boat thing. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, we
so
got a crazy
cool.
boat. It fits in a box.
Found a boat.
Folds.
It could be anything in the box. It could
There
even
could be
a
anything in the
boat.
box. It could be a boat.
It's so awesome. And technically, you can still use the box for other stuff too, if
If
it
it
fits.
fits. Yeah.
So it can be used to like hold stuff as well, which is because if it's magic, most magic items don't get destroyed, right? So the box should protect things that you put inside. If you have something delicate, right?
Fits in it.
Yeah.
It would protect it from mundane
It's not-
things.
It's not a magical
I
box
don't
of
know.
protection.
Well, no, I don't mean like. I just mean like. But that's not how it would work if it's a magic item.
In fact, the folding boat specifically has a number of hit points. Even when in box form, you can still destroy it.
I see. Okay.
I mean, rope climbing has hit points, right?
Yeah.
Same deal. Not like we'd know what a rope climbing destroys is like.
That would be a very unlikely circumstance.
Yeah, it'd probably need to be fighting like demon lords or something
Yeah.
crazy.
Or just putting the boat on, or in in lava or something.
This is a magic boat, right? We can sail down this river of lava. 10 feet offshore, starts singing. Oh god!
Get it back in the box.
Magic.
Such a bad idea. Okay, yeah.
I can't swim.
All right, cool.
You've searched for like probably like a half hour up here, and you
Still looking
feel
for
like
that useful item.
yeah, you feel like you got some wheel out of this.
Awesome.
I feel like
Okay.
if the smiley face should have had like gold coins for eyes or something. Like it was really kind of underselling how valuable this was.
Well, there's no degrees on it.
Like
I've
the
s-
eyes
I've-
should have
I've
zero
recently
behind it.
come to understand that it's either good or
Well,
It was like really, really wheel.
it's exceptionally good if it's wheel.
all right. So
So it's like 2 wheels.
we
Two.
can
It's a 4-wheeler.
we can go back down to the center if we
uni
want, and
wheel?
up through the
Oh, did we
dangerous.
already? I thought we only checked out this middle section. Did we not?
No,
Search
the middle
it all.
section had the beetle. The bottom section had the
Oh, my bad.
campsite.
My bad.
We're just not moving around because
That's
we know
fine.
there's nothing dangerous. from
So
the
those
hole.
other statues, like we never found any other doors like that on the other statues, or
No.
and we searched them all pretty good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Except for
we
the
did,
one down here.
Except for the one. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, because this one here, like in the middle left, that one was like just like a statue, not like a dome building. These ones on the
Oh.
corners are like dome building with statues on top.
They're domers.
Or
Well,
dome.
sounds like we should probably go check it out.
Yeah. That's where we're headed.
Let's do it.
So we probably should have just gone through the main building because by going down, like my thing would say I say go through the main building because if we go down and over, we have to go through that dangerous room again with the things.
That's true.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We didn't kill
The
those
tri
things.
flowers.
Yeah,
No,
let's
so-
go around.
Let's
Yeah.
go around.
So let's just pop back up the
Fine.
way we came and
Sure.
then go.
And
straight
but there's
through.
also the scented area that can draw us in over here.
Yeah,
I
the man
we
trap.
yeah, that's so either way, there's danger.
And I'm also wondering, like, how well will the queen just be like, oh, they're just walking through my
What just
Well,
happened? It
we
just
walked
threw you
through
guys
it
random
earlier.
places.
Yeah, she never left
She never showed up.
the building.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
we can walk through here.
Oh God, the vine
Yeah,
height
no,
just got
straight
me
to the
again.
building. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
is
about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
happening? Why is Donnaquin up there now? Sorry.
What's happening?
Well, Brad, I
Getting
don't
just
know.
Thrown all over the map.
The tokens are like being. I'm just trying to get you up to the door here, and it like moved Aelin. First, it moved Archie up, but it put Aelin in the room above. And then when I moved Aelin down, suddenly Donnaquin was up in the room above. And... Sorry, I'm okay.
What do you need?
Rocket, be quiet.
What do you need?
Nobody.
Yeah, okay. I forgot that this technically went right through them.
Yeah, we didn't come through it on the right side, but the door was intact on that side, so we should.
So
be
we can
able
avoid that, yes.
Why is Archie down there? Get
He's
up
being
here.
stubborn.
Yeah, I'd like to avoid the cranes and all of that, but I think if we just cut straight through here, we might be okay. We might not pull the ire of the bad thing down there. I'm not sure. I don't remember how big the area was.
It was
We might be-
pretty big. We
Yeah.
basically ran into it going to the Queen's corner.
I know.
Yeah,
Rocket,
stick to the
it's rough.
southern part of the stairs and we'll see.
We could, I
hopefully.
mean, we could just do the rope thing again.
Yeah. Good call.
And we could, I mean, we could go deal with it. I don't know.
Sure.
Might not be worth it.
So something like that, I think, was roughly what.
Yeah, it was barely covering the stairs though.
Yeah.
Like the
and
top right, I don't think was covered on it. Yeah, I think it was that. I think.
as a guesstimate, anyways.
Yeah. So we might be able to sneak by if that is what it was. We might be able to sneak by. But we should definitely. Aylin's right. We should do them. We should tie together with the rope just to make sure.
Everybody, put those spiky vines on ourselves.
I mean, because Lord knows
When
if
it
I
bites us.
if I have to go through it, I'm going to get drawn in.
All right. Well, I guess we should enter this room first and see if anything has
Yeah,
changed.
have some rice. There you go.
Yeah, then we'll go.
Oh,
Let's
you
go.
All you get some rice.
I
What
suggest
has
sticking to the
changed?
southern part of the room as well as we walk around, so we don't have to pass.
Yeah, I can do that little wind swirly thing I was doing with the staff. I can do that on anybody, so I can just do that on you, Aracellus, and then even if you do walk through it, you should be at least immune.
I'm so pathetic.
This was full of snakes again, right?
And it'll
That
keep you
lower
dry.
Mm.
Yes,
The-
yeah,
yeah.
cool in here. Yeah.
This was the snake pit.
So,
It's still full of snakes.
Yep. So we're moving through this room, around the bottom over to the other door.
as
Or
you enter the main chamber, a movement catches your eye.
Sorry. Right before we go in, would it be okay if I just had a super quick 5-second thing with Jonah?
Oh, an RP thing.
Sure, as you're walking up there, sure.
Hey, I don't suppose you happened to make a fun elixir this morning, did you?
I do. I have this one, and I will give him my elixir. I think it will help your armor a bit. Help you.
Oh,
They will
God,
put
you're
it in the inventory.
Thanks, Jonah.
Oh, well. Oh, anything for you, Baz? Just give me extra portions of the beetles tonight.
I'll be sure to sneak you an extra bite or two.
Ah, thanks.
it's the Beatles.
And it is in the party.
so cool.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
And
End scene.
It just occurred to me. It's like, oh, it's a new day. I don't think we've gotten a fun elixir from Jonah yet.
Maybe he was keeping it for himself
That's
until
true.
you guilted him into giving
Valid
Yeah.
point. I guess, yeah, I didn't consider
Oh.
that. It's because I'm very selfish.
it to you. No, Baz is very curious. You would ask him about the elixir he had today because you know he creates one every day.
True.
I know Baz better than Brad does. I'm kidding.
Oh, these fucking things.
As you guys walk up the broken steps next to the shattered door and enter the hall, you catch sight of movement across as well as nearby you. You see one of those big eblis kind of like standing on the other side. It's kind of like bobbing its head. And you will also see, because it's making no attempt to hide itself, up on the ledge, up the stairs, there's a second one, kind of perched up there, kind of like looking down at you. And you will also notice a slim humanoid, which you will recognize as Queen Zelkori,
You son of a bitch.
who is standing with feathered shawl kind of next to this the statue and kind of pacing back and forth, and examining it. Rocket, you're getting no fish. Get out of here. Sorry. Here, I'll give you rice. Yes, let's reward my dog for bugging me. He'll definitely learn not to.
No, but maybe if you just give him something small, it'll make him go away.
No, it won't. It will encourage him to be louder.
Wishful ass thinking.
It's working. It's working, he says.
Lily does that. I'll give her a piece and she'll run away like she's stolen it from me and be satisfied.
Oh, must be nice. He's a bottomless pit and he's never satisfied.
Oh.
So, yeah, you come in and she's kind of pacing back and forth, examining this. You can't see her, like, because she's got these feathered veils and everything and cloak covering her. She's kind of pacing back and forth, but sorry. But you will. You can see that she seems to be. It's almost like a nervous pace back and forth. She's muttering to herself in Old Omuan. You can kind of catch a few words here and there, and she's just like. She's just saying things like. She seems to be having a conversation with herself, maybe. Whether she's hearing responses is unclear, but she's just kind of muttering back and forth, and she's just like, "This wasn't here. This wasn't supposed to be here. No. We moved it. We moved it, didn't we? Yes, we did." And then she just kind of like going on like that, and kind of like looking at the statue. She's like, "This is new. This is so ugly in my gardens." One of the ones up top here, or the one up top here, kind of like stands up when you guys kind of get into the foothold of the door, and it kind of squawks, and it says, in Chalton, and it's like, "Ah, they've returned, and the other one on the other side kind of glances over, and it's like, "Still here, still in the garden." And Zelkori kind of stops pacing and kind of turns her head towards you. You can't see her, but her head kind of like turns in your direction.
Hello, Your Highness. Is something troubling you today?
And she kind of turns towards the statue, and she's like, "Oh, my love is so handsome, so handsome." And then she kind of like starts pacing again, and she kind of turns back. She's like, "Ugh, more petitioners." She's like, "What do you want? I'm very busy. There's intruders in the gardens."
What? Could ask her where? What intruder? We haven't seen anyone.
Yeah, maybe we can help.
I will convey our shock and that's terrible. Where are they? We have not come across them, but maybe we can help.
She kind of again, she's just pacing back and forth. The obelisk kind of strides forward over to the edge over here, and just kind of like squawks down in common, and it's just like, how rude indeed! Step forward and address the queen, standing outside shouting through the door. Who do you think you are?
I guess I'll sneak through. I will apologize. Just be like, I didn't want to intrude. Rudely. I don't want to keep
Zelkori seems to be. You get there's a change in her as you're talking. Aelin, you and Blackwin, you'll both notice this. Archie, you don't actually notice this. But she seems to be like her pace has increased slightly, and she's fidgeting with her hands, and she keeps on kind of like tilting her head upwards at the big statue, and is obviously somewhat agitated. The Eblis, as you're saying that, Archie, the Eblis on the far side kind of interrupts you in Old Omuan, and it says, she says, or it says, you're not sure it's their gender, and it's just like, it kind of squawks, and it's like, did you hear that? They're intruding. They said so themselves. Maybe they're the intruders.
What? No. I said I did not want to intrude. I was being respectful.
The one up above says, kind of, this one
You
up here,
asked me to
kind of
step in.
squawks and says, you didn't want to intrude, but you have intruded. This is private contemplation. And Zelkori kind of like turns at the smaller statue and kind of like pokes it a couple times, and she's like, This is far too ugly to be here next to my love. And she looks up, she's like, oh, my love, what have I done? What have I done? Then she turns and she's like, what? I told you I'm busy. What do you want?
You seem distressed at that statue there, the small one, being in this vicinity. Would you like one of my strong friends to remove it for you? Or at least try?
She kind of turns back. She's like, yes, my love. No, it's perfect. It's all perfect. You're right. Of course you're right. And she kind of like wanders back over here and kind of stares up at the statue, or tilts her head up like she's looking at it.
Anything in particular she's looking at?
I mean, you can't see her eyes, so you don't know what exactly she's looking. She's got her head tilted like upwards towards like the face of the statue.
I'll look up towards the statue.
Yeah, same.
Examine it as best as I could.
I mean, it looks as it did before. Heavy gouges all over its face. Some sort of regal warrior figure.
What if we asked her if we could repair it? Maybe?
Ow.
Yep.
Would mending not work on it?
Blackman, as you're saying that, I assume you're saying that in common, like to the party, right? Not.
Yeah. If we offered to repair.
Yeah. This Eblis here, kind of like crouches down, so it's kind of like cranes its neck down a little bit. Just kind of just above you, Aelin, and he's just like, I tread carefully, very carefully. You ugly bastard.
I didn't even say anything.
Fuck you.
The other one over here kind of like spreads its wings and flaps a couple times and kind of like caws a couple times. Maybe in like laughter? It's hard to tell.
I don't. Seems like they've kind of got their own thing going on.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just kind of go.
Just go. Yeah, I'll just be like in Olamoon. I'll just be like, apologies, your Majesty. You seem busy. If we can be of no service, we will leave you. And just like see if she responds.
She seems to kind of like snap out of it, like when she's looking up the statue. Kind of looks over, and then kind of like gives like a start as her head like passes by the small statue right next to her, and then she kind of like lets out a little bit of a gasp, and she's like, "Ah, it's hideous! It's hideous!" And she turns, and she's like, "Oh, petitioners! Yes, my love. Welcome. The ball. You're here for the ball?"
We were just here to enjoy your beautiful gardens temporarily.
The Eblis on the far side, it's like, they enjoy the gardens. They enjoy reaping the gardens of all their petals. Your lovely soporifics. And the queen's kind of like glances over at the Eblis, glances back, and Baz, you get the sense that it's an odd situation, but you're not quite sure if Zelkori understands that the Eblis are even here. Like, she doesn't seem to respond to them, like, directly. She just kind of, like, glances over in that direction, and then, like, glances back, and then kind of continues kind of pacing a little bit.
I think we should probably just get going.
Yeah.
Baz and Blackwind, you will both notice that this Eblis up here is moving moving its wings and kind of its neck in kind of like almost like a dance, like rhythmic pattern a little bit.
Okay. Oh. Yep. Oh, question, Jam. Is this rock? Is that like a
That's a raised block.
That's the
is a
raise.
raised? So there's no walking around it. We would need to go.
Under
You can go under it.
You can go under
You can go
it.
under
It's a
okay.
balcony. It's a balcony sticking out,
Okay.
and it's like 10, 15. How long did I say up? I think it's like 15 feet up.
Looks like 15.
I would just kind of like gesture to everyone, like, oh, okay, let's go, and just start.
Oh, I thought we were backing out of the room.
I mean, we gotta go that way.
Following Baz, so yeah.
I'm walking at a normal pace. I'm just going. Okay, take care. Bye.
What are the rest of you doing? Are you following Blackwind, Jonah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but as I leave, I'll ask her what time's the ball. When should we show up?
What language do you speak, Jonah?
Oh yeah, I will not. I'll just say she has a lovely place. In comment. I like your snakes.
And Blackwind and Donaquin, what are you guys doing? Anything?
Nothing particular other than following the party. So it looks.
Does it seem to be like concentrating on her? Or does it seem
With
to
the
be
dance, you mean? The one that's doing the dancing?
You're not sure what it's doing. It's making some very small, like, very like subtle kind of squawking noises. However, as you guys are walking, a moment later, what looks like Jonah appears on the spear.
Oh.
And begins climbing up the spear. Just kind of like in this general, it kind of appears in the middle and starts moving. The not Jonah, kind of like giggles a little bit, and then hops down next to that urn.
Can I cast a spell magic on that second Jonah?
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yep, that's what I would like to attempt to do.
Okay, roll initiative.
Did it go off beforehand, or is this is what triggers it, right? I'm always confused. The act of attempting it, right?
Yeah, dispel magic, because it's the Eblis seems to have cast some sort of illusion spell. Act of dispelling magic would be considered a hostile act against what the Eblisses are doing, which is what kicks off initiative. Because you're trying to actively disrupt what they're doing. So how they react, or if they react first with you attempting to cast that, is why we roll initiative.
Oh, thank God.
All right. So Sean, I don't know if you got it, but I shared the bestial spirit jaguar stats with you. Did you get that?
Yeah, I saw this. I saw the thing come up. I thought that. Yeah.
Okay, so it acts on your turn right after you. So I'm gonna put it under you at 15, and Gerald goes right after Archie at. What'd you get? 22.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Archie, you rolled really well. Jonah, you're going to 21 for a moment. There you go. Just so I can have it in the right order on the initiative counter. So you cast a spell magic on the not Jonah. It with a flash, the image just completely just dissolves and kind of like just shatters and disappears.
Can I tell if there was if that like caused anything to be hostile? Like nothing screamed out in anger or anything, right? Like when I did that, like I'm trying to see if I can tell if anybody.
You're trying to get a sense of the condition of this encounter.
Yeah.
Check
Does
for
that make
vibe.
sense?
Vibe check.
Well,
like, does the Eblis look across from me look pissed or something? You know, like I'm trying
there is a specific thing you can do to check for these kind of things. With animals in particular, it's very difficult to discern intention. However,
these are smart. I forget they're animals.
Yeah. But the act of discerning intention in combat is
Takes
action.
Okay.
So you're not sure. Your results basically will play out over the course of the round of what just happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if do you give Gerald a command? Right now he's following you, so technically he's beside you. Sorry, I'll move him.
No, I'm not gonna give him a command. His base is just to protect me always, so that's fine.
Okay.
When she dispels it though, she will just like try to figure out how to phrase it. She just kind of like say out, she'd be like, that was really weird, that wasn't Jonah, and then just kind of like in a casual way. So she's trying to give off a non-hostile air. That's
Sure.
their word.
Yeah.
And that's
so Jonah, so you see this other Jonah appear and run. Immediately Archie invokes a spell and blows it up essentially. And says that. What do you do?
No!
My
You killed his twin.
Oh no! I think we lost John. His camera's frozen and he just dropped off.
Shit.
You did kill him.
You literally dispelled him out of existence.
Oh no!
My intention was I didn't want her to see him running on the statue and be upset.
Of course.
So it's just like, oh, that's so weird. That wasn't you.
The Eblisses are obviously trying to
egg it.
So.
But I don't want to fight. I just want to, you know.
Totally.
But
I liked your move. I'm also really glad that.
I was so glad I rolled high. Well, because I was like, if I don't roll high, at least I'll be able to see what the situation is. But if I roll high, I'll actually be able to get it off, and maybe won't piss her off. I don't know.
I'm just looking for an excuse to punch these fucking birds.
There you are. I'm trying to be diplomatic. Like, it's fine.
Let's fight. Let's go.
Fine.
Yeah, do something.
Make the next one look like me. I dare you.
You piece of shit. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna wash my face.
Oh.
Hey.
He's back.
Hey.
Welcome.
Archie killed fake Jonah.
I dispelled you from.
We assumed that Jonah just went, no! My long lost twin.
Oh, he's gone again.
I just found him.
We celebrated too soon. Battery's doing a really good job pretending to be frozen.
John.
There he goes.
Oh, that was one really good dispel magic.
Oh.
Dispel communication.
Yeah.
Did he say anything when he came back?
No, he
He
dropped.
didn't get anything. Oh.
Maybe
I
those
just
snakes
I
can
feel
get out now.
so terrible because everything I do starts as fucking fights.
I mean,
And she doesn't mean to. She
feel
did
like-
it to try to avoid a fight.
I think
Yeah, but I
it
feel
was
like
them
anything-
trying to start a fight themselves.
Yeah, and anything we do that's not talking or just leaving is gonna potentially be seen as hostile by anybody. He wants that rice, Corey.
I'm battering ram the door down.
Give me the rice.
Just jumps
I know
through
you'll
and
have it.
Bust one of the window panes.
Give me the rice, Lebowski.
Rocket,
He's so
get out of
cute.
here!
Such a good boy.
I'm seeing John is still connected.
To
To the Discord channel.
There he goes.
It's like, oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Corey's got a gun.
Thanks, Jay.
So, I don't want to fight these
You're so
birds. They're
I mean, I'm down to fight the birds. I just,
Yeah.
I would like to avoid also fighting
her.
her. Yeah,
I bet the birds are tasty.
could be. Point.
Right, maybe I'm back.
Oh, hello.
We can hear
I
them.
fireball everybody, especially the internet. I'll just follow the group, whatever the group's doing.
Well,
If it's
yeah,
my turn or not.
yeah, it is your turn. So, what immediately just happened was Archie dispel magic, an illusion of you that was running
On the statue.
on the statue.
And
That's
did
all.
anybody react?
That's,
Not yet.
Not yet. That's all that's happened. So
That's
far.
all that's happened.
And-
You come right directly after me.
And Archie, you
When I cast Dispel Magic, I went, that wasn't Jonah. That was so weird. And that was like it.
So you tried to kill me?
What?
No, I Dispel Magic the illusion.
Point of clarification. What language did you say that in?
I said that in Old Omuan. So I guess
nobody
nobody-
else knows what Archie just said.
Knows what I said. But you can maybe infer from my tone if you're smart.
So,
Now she's speaking in tongues. She killed Jonah's twin.
so yeah, Jonah, what did you do anything, or do you?
I will.
I said it for her benefit.
Sure. I will go a little bit closer to the print to Zelkori and ask her what was that, and then I'll pass my turn.
Like when you say a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Like 5
not.
feet?
Yeah. Still give her some personal space. I want to approach.
Okay.
get up in her face. What the fuck was that?
Why
you
you
gotta
making
be like-
copies of me?
Quizzical
Yeah.
and exaggerated.
I have an alibi.
And then, yeah, then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Zelkori will kind of turn and move next to the statue, and she kind of like pokes at it with her hand or with her finger. She kind of turns her head in your direction, Jonah, and she's like, she says in Old Omuan, so you can't understand it, but Archie can. She says, "Ah, Lantern, you're here for the ball, an emissary, perhaps. Yes, perhaps an emissary. But why is he casting tricks? Why is he trying to trick us?" The Eblis over here kind of moves here to essentially kind of like block your path a little bit. And then it squawks out in Chultan. So whoever can understand this. It says, "Ah! My queen! They invade! They dispel your lovely statue! Your love is destroyed! Defaced! Destroyed!" It will then cast a spell.
Counter spell.
I just yell out counterspell.
That's what Brad should name his sword.
That's not how counterspell works.
I mean, you get Mage Slayer,
I don't
and
get
you
magic,
could use
I
your
don't know.
reaction to hit them with counterspell.
What is your problem, asshole birds?
And they're asshole birds. Hey, get that.
Yeah,
No,
well, put that
put it in
back.
the other spot.
I have advantage.
Did I say I was there? I meant I was one more.
Do you have advantage on this?
If it's against magic for int, wisdom, and charisma save. He said he was casting a spell, so I assume it's not it's actually a spell this time.
You're correct.
Could be a deck save though,
Could be.
or a con save. We don't know.
Yeah, if it's con, then
It should do it
Don't worry.
automatically though, right? Like the
pretty
gnome,
I
automatic.
think so.
gnome cunning. We'll find out.
It never comes up because nothing's a spell. So
Well, this is definitely a spell, and the bird kind of like moves kind of like rhythmically and kind of like swirls its wings, and this entire area becomes just a kaleidoscope of like scintillating colors that burst into the air.
did we nerf this?
Is it a
Oh boy.
hypnotic type pattern, maybe?
Oh, thank God.
Archie, success.
Oh,
Aelin, success. Jonas, success. Donaquin, success. Gerald failed.
Everybody but Gerald.
Gerald's eyes go wide.
Gerald is
A pretty color.
Gerald is incapacitated.
He's never seen such beauty.
It's so beautiful. Or it's Gerald.
No.
He's immune. He is immune to so many conditions.
Oh,
Incapacitation is not one of them.
can you get a statue stoned? Hold my beer. Hold my pipe.
Hold on. Let me... Baz, why? There.
Sorry.
Yeah, what the fuck, Brad?
I do. It's because the spirit goes after Donovan before you. So.
The what?
The
Spirit
what?
of the West.
Donaquin's spirit.
Oh, Donaquin's spirit. I just like, spirit of what?
So, Donaquin, yeah, this bird just tried to. You feel you kind of shake off the effects as your eyes kind of go cross-eyed a little bit, but you shake it off. Gerald is incapacitated. What do you want to do?
I don't know what to make of this situation. I am going to use like my ability on stuff to decipher on stuff the birds like what you got?
Intense.
Motions and stuff. What you got? So like their intent in that, like my speech of the woods type of thing.
So cool.
Okay.
To try and figure out and stuff like that on stuff, kind of get a feel on stuff like that on stuff of how the birds are. Even though we kind of seem on stuff a little aggressive already, but I'm not really saying anything else. I'm just trying to.
Yeah. Well, a few things seem obvious to you. Number one, their little dances and bobs and weaves are definitely some sort of somatic spellcasting. The one across the way seems definitely more aggressive than the one up above. The one up above doesn't, I mean, as of yet, hasn't made any hostile moves other than to just insult Aelin for some random reason. And
Make a move.
it doesn't look, the one up above doesn't look like it's like hostile. Not really, but it's kind of just, it seems more curious. The one down below seems like it's hostile. Like, and it's the fact that it just casts a spell against you confirms that hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely got a hostile kind of stance. It's got its wings out, and it's definitely an aggressively blocking the way.
I'm gonna walk up the stairs and stuff like that towards this one in like a friendly type manner, and kind of and like reach out and stuff like that with a handful and stuff of good berries and stuff like that I have, and kind of I want to kind of befriend it is what I want to try doing and stuff like that and stuff. I want to try what you're talking to and relaying and stuff that we are friends and mean what you're good. Don't mean the garden and stuff or the queen and stuff any harm whatsoever. And yeah, I want to do do that.
Give me a an animal handling check.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Do you give any commands to your tiger or your jaguar spirit?
Other than just to follow me.
Okay. We'll see what becomes of this. Baz, what do you do?
I'm trying to decide how.
This is being pretty rude.
Does Baz know that this guy just cast a hostile spell against the party?
I mean, Gerald is currently incapacitated.
You could. I would allow you, in retrospect, to do an Arcana check as a reaction to identify what he just did. Otherwise, you wouldn't know because you weren't the target of it, and you wouldn't be able to identify what it's doing unless you're a spellcaster and know the spell, right?
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So if you wanted to use your reaction from before, yeah, we'll just kind of.
He did it. Sure, why not?
I mean, it's an Arcana check, and I know it's not your forte, but
nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a hypnotic pattern. It's definitely a hostile spell. It's not a damaging lethal spell in any way, but it does. It's It's a spell that can incapacitate, similar to your that rune you use occasionally. I can't remember whichever one.
The stone rune. Yeah.
Stone.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's not like he fireballed the party, but
no, and it clearly didn't really affect the party that much. Okay, I'm going to drink the elixir as my action. That is an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it says on there.
And that's just +1 AC, right, John?
Yeah, you got it. +1 AC. It is an action.
And then I'm just gonna continue walking, and just get kind of like right up beside him, and just making eye contact with him, and just being like, "Are you sure you want this?" That's the kind of vibe, because I know that he doesn't understand my language. So
No, he does. He speaks
Speak
common.
Chultan, it
oh, he
doesn't-
does.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I would then say, you don't want actual trouble from us, and we don't want trouble, and we don't want to cause trouble. So back off.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check.
Can I amend one thing? Would you allow me
Depends
to,
what it
to amend
is.
one thing?
Well, yeah, tell me what you want to do. Yeah.
As my bonus,
I'm not gonna say yes until you tell me what you
as my
want.
bonus action, as I'm walking up, I'm just going to invoke my Giant's Might. As my sort of intimidating like thing is happening, right? So I don't know if that affects anything or not. It's like as a show of my intent of like, hey, fucker.
Jesus.
Baz doesn't actually say that. but that's the vibe I'm trying to put out.
Okay.
Sure. Archie's just like, everything's
Does
fine.
Giants might give bonuses to intimidation?
It doesn't. I'm just wondering
No,
if
straight roll.
Okay, fair enough.
If it doesn't give it, it doesn't do it. And this thing is now you're on equal footing with it because these things are fucking big. So it's not really intimidated by you getting bigger, considering how big it is.
Sure, but you know, like I'm at least showing him that there's more to us than what meets the eye.
Sure.
Is sort of
Can you give me an insight check too?
Sure.
You're so insightful.
Why did that roll twice? Oh, right. Okay. What? No, why did that roll twice?
As his advantage.
I have advantage on insight checks.
Oh, always? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say when you grow bigger, it is obvious to you that especially with that roll, it is obvious to you that the Eblis is not surprised in the least that you can do that.
Okay.
It almost seems to have been expecting you to.
So it's been watching us. Okay.
Maybe.
It's baiting us.
But yeah, and then you rolled 18, so okay. We will find out how this plays out. Blackwind, what do you do? As Baz grows bigger and kind of steps forward and says that.
Yeah, I'll go as I charge up upon it. I will say that these birds are deceivers and liars. They
To clarify,
wish
what
to-
language are you speaking?
Chalton.
Okay.
Yeah. They look to poison your thoughts, Your Majesty. These creatures that I guess I know they're called Iblisses, but I'm not sure. She doesn't seem to acknowledge their presence, but yeah.
Okay.
No blood has been spilled yet. I haven't.
As Aelin's like, yet.
Call me ugly one more time. Speaking of, oh sorry. So Blackwind, you just move forward at the ready and say that. Okay.
Yeah.
Aelin?
I'm gonna
Actually,
move,
Blackwind, can you give me a persuasion check, please? As well?
Sure, because I'm always so persuasive. I can be at times.
Believe
I
in
mean,
yourself.
I rolled a freaking 17 on my intimidation.
Yeah, no.
I don't got that. I got shit on
You
that.
know?
I'm average of persuasion. I mean, do I believe it? Maybe.
I don't know.
Is there conviction in my voice? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm still learning
It's-
the language.
Yeah, it's my trouble with the language.
All
I'm
right.
gonna, yeah, I follow Baz and Blackwind, and I just point at him. I say, "Hey, fuck you."
Yeah.
At the bird, right?
I'm
Yeah,
not trying
yeah.
to. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Fuck you.
Fuck you,
I don't
man.
like
Try to incapacitate me.
I love it. Okay, that's it. Oh, and that's it. Okay.
That's it.
Hey, fuck you, he yells. Okay. The the Eblis number 2 that Donna Quinn, you're like extending these berries to. The Eblis kind of like reaches down and just like snatches them up out of your hand, and, like gobbles them, like, and then kind of like extends a wing, kind of like over your head, and then kind of leans down. It's got this long like crane like neck, so it like leans down right next to you, so its eyes like right here, and it kind of like, you're not, because you can't see the other eyes, you're not sure if it just blinks or is winking at you. But it kind of like winks, it kind of blinks its eye kind of deliberately at you, and then it whispers. Archie, you could do a perception check. You might be the only person close enough to actually hear, because it whispers pretty
Okay.
quietly.
I am so
Yeah.
distracted.
Archie's like, "What's happening?" It leans down to Hanako and it whispers, and it's like, it says, "You're one of the good ones. Leave your friends to die, and we'll let you live. Promise." And he kind of winks again. But he doesn't attack.
Is that like?
Because I think I left something outside.
Come here, Panther.
Archie.
Oh fuck. Okay. I will probably I am going. Oh, poor Gerald.
Gerald can move,
He's incapacitated.
which means he can move.
He can still move.
Incapacitated means you can't take an action or a reaction. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, you can still
Shit,
wander
that's
around in a daze.
Well, he can move with intent. Okay.
Well, he can move. Yeah, he can move. He can't do anything.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I didn't know he could. Actually, I'm not going to move quite that.
You can also, FYI, hypnotic pattern. You can use an action to shake them, and it breaks them out. Allows them immediate saving throw to break out.
Oh, well, I will do that. I will shake my buddy Gerald and try and break him out of his stupor. What's the save? His turn. It's fine, I guess. Or is it immediate?
Just want to reel. Each creature in the blah blah blah. The spell ends if it takes a damage or someone else. Oh, it's not even a save. It just breaks it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. You're harsh and it's mellow.
So you,
Wake
so
up,
you
buddy.
take your action and be like, Gerald, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Gerald's like, I've finally seen true beauty.
The swirls in his eyes kind of fade. Kind of like looks at you expectantly.
I just shake him. I'm like, protect me, man. Yeah, I would. And then
Your
I would,
obligations start forming.
in Oldomuin, I would probably just be like, with all due respect, Your Majesty, I believe there are creatures in this room that are trying to affect your decisions negatively. We mean you no harm. And then she's just gonna like move in the area.
Okay. Can you give me a persuasion check, please?
That that is also my bread.
Nice.
Not bad.
And then I will just be like, Gerald, to me. And that's my turn.
It's your command over the language. I
Yeah.
didn't enunciate the right ones.
Not in the pit, Gerald. What are you doing? And he will just hold his action if something attacks me. Because I told him to protect.
Jonah, you move closer. She said something to you that you did not understand and nobody translated for you. What do you do?
I sure didn't.
You know what? I'm going to try to get, like, around her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, try to go around this way.
Okay.
But I'll bow a lot as I go by. I'm going to show her my back.
Doing that little, like, side shuffle bow in your head.
Does she, like, notice me or anything? Like, is she tracking me? She just...
I mean, her head, it's pretty... Assuming she really understands what's happening, which has not been 100% clear yet, she seems to be aware of your physical presence. Although she's not, like, spinning in the circle, like, following you, but she definitely can... You can sense that she knows you're there.
Okay. As I get past her back, I will reach out and I will try to touch her and cast Lesser Restoration on her. As I get, like, probably like the square. Yeah, where I am now. Or, like, yeah.
Sure. Okay. And Lesser Restoration.
One disease or one condition affecting it. The conditions can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Maybe she's poisoned? I don't think so, but...
Okay, I just want to check something.
Verbal and somatic.
Okay. So yeah, so you reach out and touch her and this... or I don't know, I'm not sure how you deliver your Lesser Restoration. Have you cast this before?
Not really.
Yeah,
so it would
like
be
a device, or what is it?
Yeah, it would be a wand. No, it's touch. So yeah, it would be a device. Really long hypernetic nerve.
Right
it's
to
like
the
a little
spine.
gun. Hypernetic.
The cleansing lily in a syringe.
Lesser Restoration shotgun.
You've been cleansed.
I just have to ask, do artificers get revivify?
I think maybe.
Because that's totally going to be like shot gloves. Like,
yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, Joni, you reach out and this healing energy, however it gets administered into her, yeah, it seems to take effect over her.
All right. Do I notice anything? A change in presence or anything? Or like more color in her face?
Well, you can't see her face because she's got this veil of feathers covering her whole body and her head.
Sure.
So you can't you don't really see any physical change in her. Nope.
Okay. And I'll just stop there.
They do get rid of it.
All right. Zelkori kind of like gasps a bit when you deliver the Lesser Restoration. She kind of stumbles back away from your touch slightly and kind of like spins towards you. And then she gasps and says in Old Amuan, she's like, What have you done? No, I can't be like this. No, you've taken it. You've taken the dreams. No! And she grabs her veil and lifts it back.
Oh no.
Underneath, you see a beautiful Chalton woman with a mass of writhing snakes for hair. And she screeches and looks in your direction, Jonah. Her eyes kind of flash yellow. You need a Constitution saving throw.
I will do that with advantage.
I was just going to say, you really want to make this.
No, I don't. I want to be a statue. You guys have to lug me around for the rest of the campaign.
Oh, we've
Just
already
until we
got
get back
Gerald.
to port. Just until we get back to port, and then we can hopefully pay for some.
Just strap me to Gerald.
Yes. No, I'd probably have to.
Oh, so
Alright.
have you clicked advantage?
I've clicked advantage,
And used your inspiration for that?
and I've unclicked my inspiration point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, whatever the effect is, it causes your joints to ache a little bit. But you seem to be unaffected. She is that an action? It is not.
It's not a spell, right?
It is not a spell, no.
Man.
She will, as well, kind of like shrieking in anger. Can she do this? Yeah. She kind of like leans down while she's doing that, ripping this off. She leans down and will Ooh, fuck, it keeps lagging while I'm trying to pick this up. What does this do? Did she do that twice? Oh, one. Okay. Apologies, sorry. I just needed to clarify something. Yeah, she kind of like lashes out at you with her hands. Hitting with the first one. Dealing 4 points of slashing damage as like these razor sharp hard talons. As it hits you and tears, it tears through like the feathery gloves that she's wearing, and you see that her hands are kind of like scaly and have like these very sharp nails. She slashes again with her other hand, dealing 3 points of slashing damage. And then because you're right next to her, she also, as she leans in towards you, her snake hair snaps at you as well, and critical hits you.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Dealing
That's
36 points of damage. Most of that is poison.
That's all of my health.
It's 10, 14,
What was a crit?
25, 30. That's 32 points of poison damage and 6 points of slashing damage. Sorry. 30 points of poison, 6 points of slashing damage. As she critical hits you and the vipers just like slam into your throat, filling your veins with poison and dropping you into the ground. She should have started with that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't have downed him.
She then turns in a fury and rushes down this way. Her face in full view.
Okay.
The Eblis,
Fucking
kind of like cowering down from Baz, it kind of cowers down. It kind of like looks its head and sees this happen, and it kind of like cackles, turns its head to you, Baz, and is like, "Oh, your little friend did it now." And then it will cast a spell on itself. And you see that suddenly its form just kind of starts like shimmering, and blurring together and moving, similar to what Jonah did earlier. It will then flap its wings once and try to take off. You guys can take opportunity attacks if you like. They'll be at disadvantage. That should automatically happen.
I will not.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh Jesus!
Sorry. Before it's okay. I forgot one thing.
I Does it get petrified?
The Eblis is not immune.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Amazing.
No,
Oh
God.
no!
Looks or exit. Oh, Christ.
You can get around him.
You see the Eblis, it says this, and then as it turns to flee, you're not quite sure, but it kind of like, you see like its legs, as it's turning, his legs just kind of like stiffening up and turning gray, and it kind of like flaps its wings a few times and can't get off the ground, as its lower body seems, it's not fully petrified, but it is restrained.
And blurry.
It is still blurry, yes. But the restrained will cancel that out, though, because it's... Oh god, I forgot that they're not immune. Oh well, that was its turn. Donaquin, you have a choice. You can basically avert your eyes entirely and be effectively blind to Zelkori, which means you cannot see her or target her if it requires targeting. You can do that. Otherwise, you are subjected to her gaze, which is a con save. So if you want to be completely blind to her for the entire round, you can avert your eyes. But you can't do anything that requires you to see her. You can attack her with like physical attacks while blinded. You're just at disadvantage to do so. But if you look at her in any way this turn, you have to decide at the start before you do anything.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be doing anything to her. And then like I'm averting my eyes, so that's why I don't look at her. So I'm not doing anything to her.
Yeah, exactly. So you're effectively blind versus her, not blind totally.
Okay. These Eblis and stuff like that. Is it like a large creature?
Yes, they're large.
Okay. Right. I don't know if he's going to attack me on stuff or not, but that doesn't matter. So we're up on on a ledge up above, right?
You're like 15 feet up, yeah.
And part of the thing stuff goes like she's going to be going underneath it.
She's heading that direction, yeah.
Okay, I can't get around the Eblis to jump off like the right side of it. I can't get around the bird, can I? Or can I?
What's the rule? You can...
Or am I too big and he's too big?
What did we say? Sorry, I think we allowed a tumble, right? According to our rules, to get through a hostile... Well, no, it's not hostile to you right now.
We nixed that.
It's not hostile to you. So you can, because it's not hostile to you, you can squeeze through its square. It's effectively difficult terrain to squeeze through an ally square.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was hostile, you'd have to like push it out of the way.
Okay. So basically, I want to go to the other side of my kiss, and so I want to like jump down off the platform to like around here. Will I still be able to see the bird from here?
Sorry, I can't see where you're pointing.
Oh, sorry. I have to let go.
So you want to move through him, and
so basically, I want to move through him.
Okay.
I want to jump off there, land near where Archie is, and we'll still be able to see the bird from there.
The bird up above, yes.
Yeah.
It's tall enough that you can still see it. Yeah.
Okay, so basically all that stuff I want to do, I want to go that way, all that stuff, I want to jump down, and when I'm jumping down that way, I want to make an attack roll with my thorn whip on the Elvis. Is that what I want to do? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, hold on.
So you...
I just need
What
to
a
see
lovely
something.
soundscape we have.
It's just beautiful birds. It's
Oh,
fine.
really?
I hate these birds.
I just want to see something real quick.
So
I would have seen what happened to the other bird, right? I think starting to turn to stone. Would I have seen that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. I know this requires a few things and stuff like that. So.
So just a point of clarification. Jonah was downed, but he's not petrified, correct?
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
It'd be better if I was petrified.
Not so much. It's easier to get to you and get you up so you can run than to
That
try
is
and
true.
carry a
Correct.
statue
Yes,
out
instead
of
of
here.
Corey, because you see what I'm trying to do, right? You kind of know what I'm.
They say, I could get to you, but I can't
Yeah,
carry a stick.
I'm just trying to figure out if you can do this without. Unless surprised, you can avert its eyes. It started. If the creature does, it can't see. Otherwise, creature looks at.
If I can do this, and so like
yeah.
that without-
Okay. Yeah. You can. So I was just clarifying whether or not, because if you turn around and look that direction, does that still risk you seeing her? But it specifically states you can avert your eyes to her, not to everything.
Yeah, that's nice. Should be able to avert my eyes to her enough so that I can still see
Yeah.
the bird and so like that to make the attack roll on it.
Yeah. Okay, so first step would be to give me a acrobatics check to because you're gonna it's 15-foot drop to see
Yep.
if you hurt yourself at all or stay on your feet.
Okay. Whoops, I don't know why that had advantage.
Didn't help.
It dropped to 3, so. Okay, so you will be able to, but unfortunately you will take, from the fall, you will take 3 points of bludgeoning damage just for dropping that far.
Yeah, that's it.
And you're going to land prone on the ground, but that won't affect your ability to do what you want to do, though.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so you jump down and kind of like hit and like tumble. Ow.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try and do it all in one action type of thing on stuff where I go through it on stuff and like jump off and like almost like and turn around or backwards type of things like that and cast stuff. And I want to cast
He's so nimble.
my what you got not nimble at all. It was okay. I want to cast on a thorn whip on it.
Okay.
And I want to use. I'm going to try and concentrate as much as I can and use my advantage and so like that to make sure and so like that this hits my target.
Okay. This will definitely turn it hostile.
That's okay. Also, his words to me, also, I already knew he was hostile. He was just being coy.
He's just buttering you up.
Yeah. So that's. So do I hit cast or attack? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Does it?
It doesn't matter with the cantrip.
Okay.
Because
why didn't it roll? Why
It
didn't it roll like that with? I don't know why.
Because you're prone.
Okay.
Is it a melee?
But whatever.
It hit it anyways, so.
Okay. And that pulls it towards me. That hooks it and grabs it and pulls it 10 feet towards me onto the. So it will be on the ground on itself with me in front of me.
Cool. Okay, so it pulls it. I guess it still can do. It can use its reaction to try to buffer the fall, I would imagine, just like you did. So it's going to attempt to buffer the fall. Let's see what happens. Oops, that's the wrong button. Let's try that again. 2. Good job. So it slams into the ground, taking 2 points of bludgeoning from the fall as well.
It's just a pile of limbs.
Yeah, you guys basically pulled this big bird falls down, squawking like hell, feathers flying.
Almost suddenly, Archie is like that, just all of a sudden sees us, the done with flying off the thing, landing poorly, and bringing a bird down with me with a thorn vine. And
Coming!
Okay.
Orly just like rolls off and goes in front of me and pulls the bird with it.
And you don't have any. Well, it'll be prone as well. Let me put prone on it. You don't have any more movement to stand up. So do you have anything else you can do?
What do I do with
Excuse me.
what do I do with the jaguar?
It just takes its turn right after you, so you can issue it a
Okay.
command as a.
Oh no, there's nothing else that I can do on my turn. No, for that, no.
Okay, what do you want the
Yeah, so
jaguar
if
to
you
do?
want it to
I want the jaguar also to go after Zelkori. Zelkori, is that how it's pronounced?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want it to. What's it say?
How smart is this
Uh-huh.
thing?
Because I can.
This thing has animal intelligence, so it'll go after Zelkori. It's going to have to make the save against your gaze.
There's no way for me to control and stuff like that on stuff, and it's just commands, isn't it?
you can command it not to look at
Like
her.
I can't command it and stuff like that to circle way up like north and stuff like that, up to like 20 feet and all that stuff, and then run towards it like that from behind. Am I able to do that type of command or no? Do you know what I mean?
Let me just check. Summon.
I think you could, but it wouldn't matter. Like it would still be. It would
It
still be
matters and stuff like that for
fatigued.
what it can do.
I think it
Oh,
has a charge
Yeah.
attack.
It has things
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. So
I mean, I don't see why you couldn't.
Let me just see here. When you cast the spell, no, that's Face Spirit. Bestial Spirit. Creatures friendly to you and your companions. In combat, the creature shares your initiative, takes its turn after yours. It obeys verbal commands that you issue to it, no action required. If you don't issue any, it defends itself and otherwise takes no action. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so
so
on
on
your turn-
your turn, you can issue it
You
a
could, like,
verbal
yell at it.
command. You can tell it what to do. So
yeah, so like I would have told it on stuff because it can move like 50 feet
yeah, it's fast.
and stuff.
So
So
it's
basically on
like-
stuff, it would go way up to the north and stuff like that. So it's 20 feet away, and then charge attack on stuff at her.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it'll run up here, or well, let's see what happens first. As it turns to obey your command, can you roll it a Constitution saving throw?
Nice.
Yeah, it avoids Zelkor's gaze, so it will run up, turn around, and pounce him, right?
Okay.
Or pounce her is what it's trying to do, right?
Yeah, it's trying to do a pounce attack.
Okay. So you have to do the claw attack to do the pounce.
So do I select her or that, or what do I do?
No,
with
you
her?
you from its.
Oh, you drag
stat-
and put it on her, right?
Yeah, on the token. Yeah. Just drag the attack over.
Yeah. Oh, 5.
Miss. But it has multi-attack, so it can attack again. It won't get the pounce on this one, or hits it with a claw attack on the same turn. Oh yeah, so you can claw. So as long as you hit with one, the pounce still works. Yeah.
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 Nice.
And then it's a damage. And then you can drag and drop the DC 12 strength saving throw onto her token. Which she succeeds, so she kind of gets hit by it, but kind of pushes it back.
Okay. Cool.
If the target is prone, can make a bite attack as a bonus action. That's cool. So you can knock it down and then get a free bite if you knock it down. That's cool. Anyways.
And third.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, Baz.
Okay. Big question. Did I notice what happened to Jonah?
Yes, you're aware of what's going on in the combat.
Okay.
So before you do anything, are you averting your eyes to Zelkori for the rest
Yes,
of the
I
turn?
am.
Okay.
Yes, I am. And Eblis is out of commission currently, and I can tell.
The
That
one
it's,
next
like,
to you
locked
is bottom part of it is like frozen. The top part is perfectly fine.
Oh,
It's restrained because its legs are petrified.
okay. Can I, in my larger state, would getting around him cost me any additional movement?
You'd have to squeeze past him if that's what you mean, because you're too big to
Yeah.
fit between it and the wall. So it would be difficult terrain to get through there.
All right. So
If you were normal size, no, but big size, you're too big.
20, 25, 30. I believe 30 feet of movement gets me here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25 actually, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. At the very least, I want to get up around him on my turn. And I will go ahead and I'm just going to attack. Clearly interested in a fight, so. Why not? I will go ahead and invoke the fire rune.
Restrain doesn't give you
I think it
any
does.
bone.
It should do with advantage.
Gotcha. I just
The
wasn't sure.
the attack?
Mhm.
It will do it automatically.
Oh.
It
It's got
did.
blur on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
It's got blur,
Oh,
right,
it's
yeah.
got blur on.
I see.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
so
okay.
it's a straight roll.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Jesus.
Ow!
Sorry.
And its blur is gone.
So
Right,
now,
slap it
the
back
restrain
into reality.
attack,
Already
that's-
critical. My God, I had well.
It's,
Okay.
it's also I mean, it's already restrained, but now it's on fire too.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say, ignore this thing. We gotta help Jonah, and and I'll use my last 5 feet of movement to just go 5 feet more.
The Obelisk will strike at you as you move past.
Oh, you're not attacking it?
I did
Again?
attack it.
Oh. Your second
attack.
attack? You have 2 attacks, Bess.
Oh shit! Duh.
Uh,
Damn it. Sorry. I
So
I
you-
will attack it again. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I was saying, because you might just kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
You like
Yeah.
hit it and burst into flames, you swing a second time and just slice it off, leaving just 2 petrified legs there.
I mean, because I had used my
Hilarious.
action, it doesn't really affect anything about my turn.
No. it's-
But yeah,
And then move 5 feet north.
then I'll move 5 feet north.
Oh, it
Yeah.
smells so
And-
good in here.
The Obelisk
yeah.
just kind of like squawks and is just like, fuck you!
Aeon's just loving it.
Yeah, and I was be like, Jonah's down. We gotta help him. And
I got it.
that's the turn.
Blackwind. So that all happened. Are you averting your eyes to Zelkori?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one move. 15. I'm guessing I have to go that far up to get around the statue.
I think it's
Uh,
1.
No, you can do one more down. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that would be 10, I think. 10 more?
Yeah.
Technically. So 10, 20. It's just hiding stuff behind it. That's all.
Yeah, you could reach him
You can reach
from
him
where you were.
from where you were.
I mean, with a double move, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the double move? Bonus action, I will put Tireless on, I suppose, because that's all I have left.
Aelin.
Oh, no, I'm torn. I will not be looking at Zelkori, first of all. Yeah, I'll run up to the Iblis.
Who's ugly now?
Yeah, Karma's a bitch.
They're not exactly built for combat, but they're tricksters.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to have such few hit points when I did the fire rune.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish this guy off. I'm gonna flurry of blows.
I think this is the one that you're having the
Yeah, what can you say?
number 2. We'll say it's number 2 anyways.
Yeah.
Up top.
I don't know why it.
Oh, come on. Hey.
Hey.
With its dying breath, it says, "You're still ugly."
Yeah, well, still alive, bitch. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Fuck everything about it. I saw it. You're not good at fighting.
I feel like it's a way.
I think if they had the ability to fly away from us and like be annoying that way, they would have been much more difficult.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on what she does.
Yeah,
He's
I'm not.
good.
I'm gonna hold my position there.
Well, she's pissed that she came out of her drugged out stupor. That's for sure. You ruined her high.
Yeah. Archie.
She killed the wrong person then.
Oh, hi, it's me.
It's right after.
Okay. When that interaction happened with Jonah and she pulled the veil off, she was facing the other direction. Could I tell what she is? Like with the is that like in given what she's doing?
You, in order to do so now, you'd have to look at her. I mean, I know as players, you guys probably have a pretty damn good idea what she is. But
The problem is I don't know how dangerous that creature is.
yeah,
So-
so I mean, if you want to look at her and try to discern, you've seen her attack, and then she turned this direction, and you saw the obelisk turn to stone first. So now you're like, what's happening? You know, so you know.
Yeah,
enough,
I was
you
just
know enough
wondering
that
if I
to
could-
avert your eyes because you saw what happened with the obelisk. But otherwise, you don't know what she is without being able to look at her.
Without being looking at her, I can't discern just from what she's doing.
Yeah.
This one.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Oh god, I might have to. Such a bad idea. If a spell doesn't say a creature you can see, if it just says up to 6 creatures of your choice, do I still have to look at her? If I know if it's an AoE area, do I have to look at her if it doesn't say? If it just says 6 creatures, up to 6 creatures of your choice? Because I know she's there, but you said you can't like attack or target, so I'm not sure if it is part of that.
I'm just trying to so it would have to say in order for you to, so you have to have line of effect, so it can't be behind total cover to be targeted. As long as you have line of effect, which you do, unless if it doesn't say a creature that you can see, you don't have to look at her to cast it.
Okay. It specifically says you alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube.
Yeah. So it would say specifically creatures that you can see if it required looking at her. Yeah.
Cool.
So like
It's
Magic
gonna
Missile.
say-
Magic Missile says
Yeah.
creatures that you can see. That one you'd have
Yeah.
to look at her. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's gonna fail anyway because I'm sure she has a hide thing, but
You can do her and 5 of the snakes.
I can 5 of the snakes in the pit. Yeah, Archie's gonna cast slow. Or attempt. She's gonna cast it.
Or hourglass sand.
But the hourglass stops this time. Yeah, I didn't actually. I didn't have time to think of what the what they look like for these ones. Yeah, so I'll actually figure it out later. So I need to make a wisdom saving throw, which is probably going to. Yeah.
Success.
Almost got her.
Yeah. DCs are hard on big baddies.
Yeah. One of the nice things about meta magic was the heightened, I think.
Good
Anything
BS. Yeah, I'm gonna in common to the group, I'm going to just yell out, "Are we fighting or are we running?" And then I'm gonna tell Gerald to follow and protect me as usual.
What is she saying?
She's very upset that she's not high.
Wait,
Yeah, so
can't-
Gerald's just 5 going 25 towards me.
So, because it's not Aelin's turn, you can't talk out of turn to ask her a question so you can get the answer before your turn. FYI.
It was more of an above the table. We still don't know. The majority of us don't know why she's yelling and running around and attacking us.
Sorry, so you said Gerald is gonna follow you?
Yep.
FYI, Gerald's immune to petrification.
I know.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm just saying.
But he should be. He's got 25 movement.
Oh, right.
So
He's a
what?
little slower. Well, he can double
He's a
move
little-
though. Oh, unless he's readying an action.
No, he's readying. I told him to follow and protect. So
Okay.
he should be ready.
Jonah, we need a death saving throw, please.
Because the thing, yeah.
Oh, that's 2 fails.
Son of a.
Oh my. Oh. Mark. Me and Sean both doing the same thing. Okay. 2 death fails for Jonah. Zelkori runs over and finishes him off. No, I'm not an asshole. Okay. Zelkori. Oh, actually. Just. Oh, no. Never mind. It is her turn. So she will. Your tiger or panther can take an opportunity attack. She ignores it and rushes over to the downed Donequin.
Bite at her.
Damn it! Never ignore a tiger.
No.
She rushes over, screeching, screaming, and she's like, "He's dead! He's dead! It's all my fault! Why? Why is this bring this pain to me again?" In Old Omuan. She will begin with a snake hair attack.
I'm immune to snakes.
She misses you. You're immune to snakes. Then she will slash at you with her claws. Wow, the rolls are terrible. She's got advantage.
Or just keep rolling until he hits. Well, yeah,
I'll just keep going. Action surge, action surge. Now, dealing a whopping 3 points of damage on her turn. Okay, that's her turn. On initiative count 20, she will invoke a layer action.
Nope. Bad. That's snake legion.
and these snakes down below seem to be restless, and a bunch of them kind of like swirl together and climb up out of the pit.
Were any of them targeted by slow? Because I chose 5 snakes.
It's not
You
enough.
didn't know snakes were-
Okay.
You didn't know they were there to target in the first place.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
It's a pit full of snakes.
It was
but-
Yeah, but you didn't. You didn't say, "Oh, charge them."
Yes, I did. I said I target 5 snakes as well.
Oh.
It's fine. There's a lot of snakes.
There's a lot of snakes.
I did say it.
I didn't hear you say that. That's funny.
The swarm climbs up and
Son of a
out
bitch.
onto Archie. Wait, how deep is this pit?
I don't remember.
Someone
1d4 inches.
1d4 plus 2. Oh,
I
it's
actually know,
important. Now I know
It's
why.
1d4 plus 3.
No, I think it was like 20
or
feet.
2.
20 feet sounds correct.
It was 1d4 plus 2 inches of water.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Even if it's shorter, it doesn't matter. This is a double move for it. Can't attack you at the same time, but these snakes just swarm out of the pit. All these poisonous vipers and swarm over Archie, but they can't attack because that.
Poisonous.
Donaquin, there's a creature above you, kind of slashing down at you. Are you averting your eyes?
I am still averting my eyes. Yes. How much bigger is she than me?
She's not. She's a medium-sized creature.
Christ. Still. I want to try to grapple her.
Okay. You gonna stand first?
Yes.
So you're averting your eyes. You're no longer prone, but you are effectively blind. So you can make an attack roll. You will have disadvantage because you can't look at her while you're trying to grapple her.
Grapple's not an attack roll though. It's an opposed check.
It's an opposed check. Athletics versus athletics or acrobatic.
But doesn't it replace one of your attack rolls?
It replaces an attack roll, but it's not an attack roll. It's just an opposed
Itself.
check.
Does
Sorry, I'm just.
Is this a way around? Brilliant! You just have to wrestle with.
Okay, so it says a blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Grappling in the PHB section calls grappling a special melee attack. You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple, which is done. So it's still an attack. I would rule that you still have disadvantage. If you replace it's a special melee attack, and it says you have disadvantage on attacks.
so you'd have disadvantage on the athletics check.
Yeah, it's still an opposed check, but you'd have disadvantage to do so. Basically because it's easy for her to move out of the way of your grapple because you can't look at her, right?
Yeah, because I can't see on top exactly.
I think that's fair.
Next thing you know, we're just wrestling Medusa's left, right, and center.
Hey, you don't know she's a Medusa. I'm just kidding.
Okay, snake-haired people.
If anybody zoomed in on her her token, but you might have surmised. Plus, all the petrified shit everywhere. But she has snake hair in her.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I did zoom in and I was like, oh, that's a really cool portrait.
Actually, instead of doing that, I'm going to do something different instead. I'm not going to.
But you're still standing.
I'm still gonna stand on
Okay.
stuff. Yes.
Just checking.
Stuff. Instead of that on stuff, I'm going to wild shape.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape into something.
Okay. So Donna Quinn's going over here
A snake.
temporarily while I find your form.
You become one of those big birds.
What are you wild shaping into?
What forms and all stuff did it? Was that under my certain wild shape, wasn't it? Yeah.
Nice.
Which
turtle.
ones? What level? I can do up to half. I can do an ape. I can do a big ape, can I?
8? No.
Ape.
Oh, ape. I thought you said 8, like CR8. I'm like, no, you're not that powerful.
He can turn. He
I
can
think it's
turn
a
into
CR
an ape.
half, right? That I can do up to?
I don't know.
I think so. B shapes level 4, max CR half. No flying. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, CR half. Yeah.
I turn into a giant
Oh,
ape.
maybe not. Maybe I'll do something more. Let's see what things I can. Yeah, I'll do. Okay, yeah, I'll do a giant ape, is what I will do. Or just an ape, I mean, not a giant ape.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, giant ape is CR7. So ape? Okay. Here he is.
Grape ape. Grape ape.
To lag every time I go to do something. It's really annoying. Giant ape.
Or just
And there you go. There's your stat block.
Okay.
And do you roll hit points?
I have no idea. It just when this thing comes up on stuff, it just gives me the what you got.
Yeah. Wild shape. Your game statistics. You return to the you assume the beast's hit points. So you have a choice. You can take the average or you can roll. The average hit points is 19, or you can roll 3d8 plus 6. Which one do you want to do?
I don't know.
Okay, and we'll say you're taking the average then.
Yeah, average is fine.
Oops, I moved. That's initiative.
Rolling it and stuff like that is just scary.
Yeah. Rolls 3
I'm like,
ones.
I'm like, I don't want 6 hit points or 12 or whatever.
Okay, so you are now an ape. That's a bonus action, yeah? So.
No.
Oh, it's an action? Okay.
Yeah, it's an action. I also have to do that also for me.
Alright. You are an ape. So the real Donna Quinn, I just put you off to the side until the ape dies.
I'm up there. Okay.
Implying that the ape is gonna die. Jeez, maybe it'll
I'm
live
just
forever.
saying if it dies.
This is new Donna
Okay,
Quinn.
the jaguar. Same thing.
The
Circles
jaguar-
around and tries to pounce her.
Basically, also it backs up like one square or something like that, and then rushes towards all that stuff to pounce all that stuff on.
Okay. Can you roll a con save? As it's subject to her gaze.
She's looking at me, not at my panther.
She's spinning her head in 360.
I know.
It's fine.
Snake, they're looking all over the place.
Spirit's fine. Rushes over, pounces. Whee!
Oh,
Let's
come
try that.
on.
Let's try that again.
Oh,
Oh, oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Chewinga's ripped us off.
He's pretty
Bam.
good, actually. Anyways.
Hell,
Baz!
it is!
so yeah, It seems like Blackwind is going to be able to get to Jonah. Doesn't seem like there's much point in me going that way, especially now that snakes are flying out of this thing and attacking my friend. So I'm going to stop where I was going. I'll turn back around and try and kill the snakes that are on Archie. Boom. Boom. Ah, fuck. God damn it, sorry. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Slashing down some snakes.
I hate swarms. Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Now you wish you had stood there at the top and just nuked all those snakes when you had the chance, right? Never leave an enemy to get you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that would have been great. And
oh, you missed the second attack. Well, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I will go ahead and move down this way.
10, 15, 20.
And yeah, I was looking across the way, trying to make sure the Blackwind does something. I'm worried about my buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Blackwind, coup de grace. What an asshole!
I always hated you, you little shit.
Sorry, Ryan. What do you do?
Finally, my time has come.
My superior healing potion that he gave me. That's gonna cast light on
I was
him.
gonna light him up.
But it's a superior healing potion, so.
I have returned.
Technically, I didn't know this, but because it was an effect that he didn't tell me about. I think he knew about it, but he's like, oh, okay, here's somebody. Well, superior healing potion is 8 times 4 plus 8. So
nice.
So 8d4. 1.
Oh yeah, superior.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 8. So it will heal him for a total of 36.
36.
Wow.
Nice.
But he is now
Well,
glowing
well.
gold.
Dang.
Wow.
4-3-4-3-4-3-3.
Amazing.
9
He
wounds.
is-
Then? Is that right? 9 wounds.
Holy.
Yeah,
Is my
9.
math right?
He is
That's
glowing.
That's the exact amount that the crit did to take you down.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I had like 2 from our heal, like 2 hit points left of damage. I was like, I don't need that. And I got perfectly brought to 0.
Oh.
Shit. Sorry, dude.
It's okay. It's okay. You're okay.
And in the meantime, from the information that Archie yelled out that she was saying something about the drugs or her high, I'm like, give her drugs. Fuck, throw it in her face.
I don't have the drugs. She has the
No.
well, she wants the other drugs.
Yeah, no, the stuff that Gerard's got.
Sorry, I just picture you pouring this, and then like as he's waking up, give her the fucking drugs. Joe's like,
Because Jonah's got all the drugs.
Like, she wants the drugs, give her the drugs.
Technically, I didn't say anything about the drugs.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
You
No,
did
I
there. Yeah, you did.
Ar-
You said somebody
Andre
asked.
said something on his turn that he could not have said because it wasn't his turn, and I responded, not on my turn. I haven't said anything
Oh,
out to
that's true, I
anybody,
guess.
All she
actually.
said was, "Are we running or are we fighting?"
I said, are we running or
That's
are we fighting? That's what
That's
I said.
true.
But when I come to, I'll see Blackwind, and I'll be like,
Either way, I was thinking he touched her. It looked like he cured her. Now she's completely sober. Get her fucked up. Throw the drugs in her face or something. That was my action to apply that. You're
Mhm.
glowing, by the way, Jonah.
Oh.
You're quite glowing.
I don't know. Why is she fighting us?
aha. Jonah's glowing.
Oh boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am going to go up next to her.
You didn't say you were averting your eyes.
I'm not averting my eyes. I will make my
Oh.
con save with advantage.
Okay. My heart's beating.
My heart be still.
Audrey's
Advantage
con
is
saves have
click.
been not good tonight.
I got my cloak back on.
Uh.
Oh, I thought you were rolling it for me.
Oh,
I'll roll it.
sorry. No, you're right. I'm supposed to do it. I'm just.
I mean, I can do it.
No. I got it. You ready? So you got advantage clicked?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
Didn't even need it. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. All right. Yeah, looking at her straight in the face, I, as a bonus action, am going to activate the Radiant Arms. So she will first need to make a dex save. Oh, balls.
Barely.
Never works. And then I am going to try and shove her into the snake pit.
Nice.
And because I have the arms out, I can make an athletics check with my wisdom modifier instead of my strength modifier. So I'm just going to add 3 to the roll because that's just easier. Balls.
Oh, I have to roll opposed. I'm sorry. I'm like, dear. What did you get? 13. Okay. So she can use acrobatics or athletics, right?
Yeah.
Strength or dex, and it's a check, not a save.
Correct.
She fails.
So I just, with the glowing fist, just punch forward and try and push her into the pit. Well, I push her 5 feet towards the pit.
So what is it? If you push someone into a hazard, do I get a save to fall or fall?
Are there specific rules for pushing enemies into or over difficult terrain? To avoid being pushed off of cliffs or onto spikes in 5th edition, you do what most people do. Stay away from cliffs and spikes. There is nothing...
Yeah, she just had her
Yeah.
save. She's failed.
No, I know. I thought there was a rule.
Yeah, 5e has no equivalent special rules, but DMs can adjudicate as they feel.
Do I get an
But
attack of opportunity because of that, or is it not because it's a push?
Forced.
no, forced
It's
movement
forced
does not
movement.
provoke. She will, however, reduce the fall with a successful acrobatics check, but still she will fall 20, so only 10. You don't take damage from 10, right? So she won't take any extra damage, but she will land. She will land in the bottom of the pit. Poof.
Is she in
Do we hear a splash of 2d4 plus 2
Yeah.
inches of water?
3 to 6 inches of water?
So yeah, you kind of rush up to sploosh.
We can go now. Then I'm gonna run over here, and I'm gonna punch the snakes,
With your second.
or hit them with the staff, I guess.
Well, the snakes just crawled out.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
can I? Given that I know that it's a swarm, can I use my punch instead, Corey?
Sure.
Should I roll again?
No, it's fine.
Oh, fuck off.
He knew that it was going to be a 1. That's all.
Yeah.
Got it. Killed some snakes.
All right. And that's my turn.
Archie, there's snakes on you.
Snakes.
Your brother's
Okay.
been punching some.
Yeah.
You still have line of sight to her, by the way.
Of course I do. I will not look at her. I am going to tell Gerald to drop the backpack, but not the bag of herbs he gathered last night. I'm gonna tell him to walk over her and just walk over there and dump them on her. And then I'll say, "Oh shit, sorry guys. She's upset. She's not high anymore." And then I guess I'll firebolt snakes.
I don't see that's how that's our fault.
Remember, you have disadvantage.
Jonah restored her.
I know. I don't know, but I know.
Well, we did see
What the hell?
Jonah did.
Whoa, you're targeting.
Oh, I'm
Multiple.
targeting myself. That's why. So the swarm missed.
Yeah.
I would have hit myself, not this one, but great.
Archie shouts something about get her high, and then self-immolates.
And just kills herself. What is going on?
I think she said, "Let's get high."
It's funny, Ryan, because literally what I was going to do on my turn was have Gerald walk forward and put the bag of herbs over her head.
Or at least throw him in their face or something.
Well, no, he was just literally he was going to walk up and go "Buh" over her head with the bag
I
of
would
herbs.
say that would be
Philip,
a two birds with one stone thing, because one, it puts the stopper.
It tries to cover her eyes.
and it also could potentially.
And tries to get her high. But
Yeah.
he can't do that. So he's gonna walk the 25 feet and he's just gonna take the bag and dump all the petals down below.
Here, down below, I guess. It's kind of weird because of the aspect.
I
the
guess it
slope.
depends if it's a straight or if it's a slope, right? But yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
gonna
not
walk
sure.
over.
You just
I'm assuming it takes his action to dump out the
Yeah,
bag over
yeah.
top of her.
all these
And so
petals
that's-
kind of dump out of this bag, and
I don't know
3
if they still
pounds
do
worth.
anything.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm not sure if it's too the action. It's too late now, but it was just like, oh, it's all I could think of. I'm like, I can't tell her.
Jonah.
Like,
No, I had the same thought.
All right. I will
Kitty.
startle back to wake. I'll look and see Blackwind, my savior. And I'll be like, thanks, man.
I'm like,
Why am I
squinting at
glowing?
You. You see the potion I
Are you an
administered?
angel? Am I an angel? And then I will think, wow, she was really pretty, or I mean, ugly. Do I know what she was? Since I actually did get a good look at her.
That's
Oh,
true, I did too.
Sure, you can make a. So she's a monstrosity. What skill is that to identify? It's on my sheet.
Athletics.
Nature.
It's nature. Are you proficient in nature, Jonah?
No.
Oh, then you cannot identify a monstrosity.
That's
I
right.
haven't looked at her yet either.
Do I have to avert my eyes?
You're prone right now. I don't think you have line of sight on her right now because you're prone.
Did
you're-
I? So I'll just tell you what I want to do. I want to cast an AOE in her area that does not need line of sight. How can I make that happen?
Just target down below and
Okay,
yeah, you can hit her as long as you don't need to see the target. You're good.
correct. I am going to do a 20-foot thing of webs on
Okay.
top of her and
Nice.
and trying to hit as much of the walls as possible.
And the snakes.
Yeah, and all those snakes, any snakes in that area. And if I don't have to see her, I'm going to use inspiration to give her disadvantage on it.
Okay.
And cast.
Dude, when she hits that sweet, sweet opium
Nice.
high,
Oh.
she'll calm down.
And did the effect take place? Is she
Uh,
restrained?
Yeah.
Great.
All these
I will then
webs just down below. Just, all these snakes are wriggling in it, and she's lying on the ground and covered in web.
Drowning in 4 inches of water.
Oh, that's why
then-
it's important. She's drowning.
If this exact sequence of events happens,
Actually, she would. It really actually might matter.
Jonah, are you gonna drown someone?
Not lethally.
Non-lethally.
Stand up 10 feet of movement, and then move behind the statue.
Okay.
That's the turn.
Zelkori screeches in fury as she tears at the webs.
But she's
Um,
getting high.
Doesn't it take a minute?
I don't know.
What is it to get out of webs?
Strength.
Okay. She will. And what's the DC?
Is my DC?
Is it a save
It
or a
is-
check? I'm sorry.
Strength check against your spell save DC of 15, and it takes her action.
Okay. Yeah, she tears at the webs, struggles in vain, and can't seem to free herself. Can she still stand up?
No, she's prone. She is
prone, yeah.
restrained.
Yeah.
You have to use half movement. She has no movement.
Right. So it takes her 0. She can infinitely stand up. I'm just kidding. 0 divided by 2. Okay, so she just kind of struggles and struggles, screeching the whole time, tearing at the webs, and can't seem to get free. She shouts out, and she's like, she just shouts curses, and then you also hear kind of she kind of like has like this like almost like a racking like sob. The swarm of snakes will bite the shit out of Archie, or try to. That one. Nope.
You'll love to see it.
On initiative count 20, Zelkori will invoke a layer action. She can't summon another swarm because she has one.
I want to put her out of her misery. But she's hard. Petrification is terrifying.
She fuck, she can't. Never mind. She has no. There's no real option where she's currently sitting. It's not gonna work out for her. So she does not perform a layer action of any consequence. It's an ape's turn. It's Donaquin. We're at the top. I wonder if it's 9:45. I think.
What is happening, Sean?
I think maybe we should. Actually, you know what? She's gonna do something different, and then I think we're probably gonna end the session because it's a good stopping point.
No, my turn.
Sorry, Sean. Sorry. She kind of like, with a racking cry, she kind of, she shouts to the sky as she's like pinned by these webs. And by the way, you can see like all these little snakes around her, like rapidly turning to like little stone figurines of snakes as she's like thrashing around and catching them in her gaze. But she shouts to the sky. She's like, "Stereotaio, my love. They try to slay me. Help me, please." In Oldomoon. And on initiative count 20, out of the urn, which is directly beside Blackwind, there's kind of like a glow, and you see the apparition of a man appear with a shield and a spear in like regalia that looks very similar to the statue.
It's hot.
At least it wasn't the statue.
That would be cool.
He kind of rises up, and he turns and he's like, in Oldomoon, he's like, "Zelkori, my love, I cannot forgive you, but your curse will not end here." And then he turns and whips around at you, Blackwind, and you see his his spear kind of like glow and slams into you, dealing 20, but 11 points overall because you're tireless of force damage, unerringly striking like magic missile.
Oh.
Shit.
And that is where we will end our session.
Crazy.
So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll pick up with Sean's turn at nearly the top of the round after her layer action next time. So why don't we do our round table and then we'll wrap it up. Let's start with Brad.
Great session, a lot of fun. I really enjoyed these. Honestly, the surprise. I really didn't think that we were going to run into and have an encounter again with Zelkori. I kind of thought that was restricted to the one area, and it was like, oh, okay, that's like an optional thing. If we wanted to get into it with them, we would do that. But if not, we could avoid it. And it's like, nope, they exist in this place, and this is where they are and what they're doing. And if we run into them, then that's what happens. And yeah, that was cool. Inspiration to Ryan, mainly just for how awesome the heal was. I know that was pretty much in the dice, but it was still like a, oh fuck, like, you know. But and you know, now we have a glowing gnome, and that's always fun.
How long does it last for? A day?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I'd last for a while, quite a while.
A month.
Glow like a beacon for a month.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
it's gonna be so annoying trying to sleep.
I know we're all gonna be in bed, just like, oh,
just
God,
moths everywhere.
You can still cover them with a blanket, and it'll cover the light.
It's like a hooded lantern.
Thorns are technical issues, connectivity issues. Like, we kept losing John, and stuff just kept breaking, but we got there in the end.
Cool. Andre, you're next.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm with Brad. I feel like having Zelkori and stuff happen in here made it just feel more like, I don't know, like a living world. Like that it wasn't just she's always in that little throne room or whatever with the birds and that's it, and that's in that corner, and you can choose to interact with that or not. Like it felt like, you know, we stumbled upon something, and that was always delightful.
It separates it from, like, you know, a video game. In a video game, it's like, that's where this boss is, and everywhere else is just other shit.
Yeah. I'd say another rose for me was, it's kind of weird, but like the spider fight, if only because this whole place, I was sort of like, with all of the camouflaged plants and it kind of coming down to like, we don't really have a way to deal with them. We just sort of have to go somewhere and then get surprised by them and then fight them and then leave. It was nice to have something that was a little different. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I want to give inspiration to Donaquin for his attempts to smooth over things with one of the birds.
Cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The session blew by. I couldn't believe it was already like 11:30 when we were fighting.
Yeah. Sean?
Hi.
I'm going in a circle.
Yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed the session. Like I said, I felt like it just went by, like I already said, really quickly. So we got into it also with the spiders and stuff like that, and it flowed naturally also through there, also the surprise of the big spider and stuff, and then with just resting and then getting into this room, and then like what Brad was saying, stuff, it just felt natural coming in here. This felt like her lair. This part, not the other place. This place that because of the statue of her beloved and things like that on stuff, it seemed like a natural place on stuff for this to actually happen. And it's funny that we didn't come across her initially in here, right now stuff. So those things on stuff were really cool. And that, like I said, I enjoyed being able to use a bunch of different abilities and things like that throughout the whole thing. I was actually trying to pull the bird down and stuff like that, so it might get petrified. Check out the other bird. I'm like, oh, maybe if I pull it down, so we're down there. But it worked out because alien and stuff could actually attack it then and stuff, and it wouldn't like fly off and stuff. So it was kind of a two thing. So yeah, it was all really good, and I don't think it really had any thorns and stuff like that. You know?
Excellent.
I want to run back because Sean reminded me. Also, I feel like the combat that we did. I guess this was the only combat. Well, no, the spiders. But this combat in particular, it felt like we were just kind of flying by the seat of our pants, but working off of each other, with Donnaquin pulling the bird down and fighting it, and then like pushing Zelkori into the pit and Jonah webbing her up. Like, we didn't plan any of this, but it felt like we were sort of playing to each other's strengths inadvertently, and that was fun. I enjoyed that kind of accidental synergy.
Right?
Yeah, it was great. I think killing her with kindness is kind of what it turned out to be. Jonah's like, here, I'll just maybe restore her mind. Oh shit!
Yeah,
kindness kills everything. So, it just was like, oh shit. So, and even still, like, it's like, give her the drugs. Like, yeah, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I mean,
Nothing.
I know that she threw the powder in her face directly. Who knows? This is like falling on her. So, she's also pissed. So maybe that might not let the buzz kick in. So it was kind of funny. Just like, it was like a weird, like, directed by Quentin Tarantino episode. And it was entertaining. I liked it, yeah. And like, we totally were just like, oh, she's not here. Oh wait, she's here. And like it was mentioned, like feels like her lair proper, not the other room. So, which makes sense. So, other than that, no thorns. It was a great all around. So.
Excellent. John?
Yeah. So my thorns would be the technical issues. But sometimes you can't do anything with that. The roses. Well, first off, inspiration to Andre I thought pushing her into the pit was a really good move, and I like his interactions with the birds. I brought a lot of character.
And I was also going to say an honorable mention to Andre for seemingly finding and getting the music bot back up and running.
No, that was all Corey.
Oh, I thought that you would set it up, but
I have an alternative, but Corey found a.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Inspiration to Corey.
Yeah.
Oh, careful. DM inspiration may not be the best idea.
He's already got legendary.
Yeah. Inspiration to Corey for this entire. I like this little dungeon we're doing. I think it has a lot of personality. I think, as you guys mentioned, this doesn't really feel like a video game or like a dark ride at Disney World or something. It does have a lot of life and story to it. A lot of stuff to discover. So, yeah, and almost dying was cool. I thought that was fun.
God, that natural one.
That was scary.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine if I had crit you with the snakes first and still had 2 follow-up attacks? That would have been god awful. Oh,
or
Lord.
if I had been restrained, if I had partially petrified, all of them might have.
Yeah. Yikes. Well,
Yep.
that didn't happen.
Yes. And you got me exactly. Got me down exact. So.
Bless you.
Cool. Liz.
It's me. Yeah, no, it was fun. It's stress. This was stressful for me. This one. It always stresses me out when I don't know whether to fight or run, because I always just want to fight. So, and so yeah, but and trying to negotiate with a crazy person on drugs is also stressful because I have a hard enough time trying to do that with an NPC who is a normal person holding a conversation.
Wow.
So,
She's a lot better when she's on drugs, I'll tell you that.
well, being the only person who speaks the language, it's just like I don't know
It
what
does
to
put a
say.
lot on your shoulders.
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean,
the
I brought
one.
it on myself, but so that's always very stressful. But yeah, it flew by really fast, and I want to give inspiration to Jonah for trying the lesser restoration. I thought that was really cool.
Definitely.
Even though it completely backfired.
Yeah, I'm all about it. That was great.
But yeah, it's what do you because it's like she's not our enemy, but she's attacking us, and it seems like she's like in pain. Killing her seems like the better thing to do, but she's terrifying.
Yeah,
Because
we don't have the full story.
Well, 'cause I can't look at her is the thing. My constitution's terrible. I will fail the save so fast. So yeah.
No, we don't.
But
We
yeah,
don't, we don't know if
it's
it has
good.
a name.
It's just scary. Yeah, because I have to look at her to know anything about her, and so
It's a nature check anyway.
it's true.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
for
that's a good
me,
point.
I really like this. I like the spider fight. I don't know. I don't often, even though this dungeon apparently it's all about it, but I don't often have a creature that can hit hard and then just disappear like that, and just do it again, and like trying to play it that way. It was a little bit clunky for me. I don't know if it came across. Just trying to figure out who could see it when, because I had to make stealth checks multiple times and keep looking at you guys' passives because no. And anyways, that was it for me. Anyways, in the first couple rounds, I was just like, okay, would anybody notice this guy? But no. Anyways, he had a +7 to stealth, and it was really high. It was really hard to see it, but I really liked although it was a little awkward the way that you had to do it. You had to do it in a very specific way, because I was trying to figure out how the mechanics work with. Because I knew what it was trying to do. It tries to paralyze you, web you up, and drag you away to eat you later, right? But to actually being able, like, I couldn't use the web until you were down, and I couldn't do this, and I couldn't grapple unless you were webbed, and it was just kind of like, okay, I have to do this, then this, then this. So that was a little awkward for me, but it was still fun, almost dragging away, and probably would have killed Aelin if he had gotten away with you. So that was a little scary. I was like, oh god, Aelin's gonna die here.
Inspiration to Gerald.
Yeah, if Gerald hadn't held on to him like that, he would have been like down the wall into the foliage, and that might have been
Yeah, I
bad.
burned 2 inspirations saving your ass.
And then we have 2 people next to him ready to opportunity.
That's true. There was a chance, but man, you guys could have, if they had missed or didn't die, like it has like a 50-foot speed. Like it could have took off with Aelin so fast into the woods, like with a climb speed and a 50-foot speed.
If I hit it, it would have had 10 less.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, and then the second fight is just fun because I just couldn't. I did not see it coming, John. You consistently surprised me with shit. I was like, oh my god, he's cleansing the poison that's keeping her docile. Of course, I don't know if you had an inkling that was a good or a bad thing, or if you.
I thought it was going to be a good thing.
You're going to cleanse her with the poison because. Yeah, which it did, but it. Yeah.
As a good thing, not a bad thing. Like I thought they were keeping her drugged for their own amusement, not her. Like for for the good of them, not her. Yeah.
She keeping herself drugged to dull her emotions and pain.
Has she been here for forever without dreams?
But it was fun. I didn't petrify anybody. I was really scared, Jonah. I was like, oh my god, he's going to get petrified. No, he survived. Oh my god, I crit him. He's going to die. And then that one, I'm like, Jonah's going to die. Man, Jonah's going to die.
Speaking of, when I roll for my lingering effects, like stuff, can we modify the table to be petrified related? Like,
oh, sure thing. Yeah, we can definitely do that. It doesn't kick in until after the fight, though, because of the adrenaline.
Yeah. And technically I didn't get petrified, but it'd be a cool story if I had, like, a part of me was still a little bit stone skin or something.
Should we roll it now? Just so we don't
forget?
Yeah, so we don't forget
No,
to have it.
I'll just write a note.
Yeah.
Let's
Make
say
a note.
you should seek out this the rumors of this Eladrin who's gone through the same condition.
Exactly. It's a tie-in.
This whole time. Yeah, and then a spirit showing up, you'll see more about that. That'll be fun. I'm sure you guys won't die. You got this. You got this. Okay.
The problem is that we don't know if we're staying or going, and that makes it so we don't commit, and that could kill us.
Yeah.
I'm punching snakes.
Okay, well, we will end tonight's session here on the verge of epic defeat.
For the bad guys,
For the
right?
for the bad guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Magic Mythal Tomb of Annihilation. We live stream nearly every Sunday starting at 4 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch, and you can catch up on the weekly sessions as well on YouTube. If you enjoy spending this time, please consider giving our channel a follow and turning on notifications and see when we go live, and you'll never miss an episode. Thanks again, and thank you again to all of my players. Good night.